This is a production of Darn TV.
Well,
wow, groovy.
welcome to a Wednesday night edition of Random Dirt, Random Nights, Random People sitting at the table. We had Craig Heupel last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Random times.
I was going to say, it's almost like normal besides 7:30.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's back to Wednesday night, so we're getting close.
there was a lot of show prep going on, but it wasn't for this show.
No.
Right.
Did
we
the
do
out-
that on the run.
Yeah, we did the outline for the banquet on Saturday.
Right. we're getting some other stuff done.
Working on other things. This song, it's called Motivation. Are you motivated?
Sure.
I didn't
To
even
do what?
Here's the best part. I didn't even redo the rundown. We still have the same rundown as last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well,
So let's fix
Right.
that real quick. Well, you guys are going to have to carry the show.
Yeah.
Here we go. And
What-
you guys look at your new monitors.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't here last time, so I didn't get the.
It's new to Smallsy.
All right. What did you think last time? Was it an upgrade, or are you
You-
more
he-
confused, or?
He's confused
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
because
Well, we got to still make sure the letters are big.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're not. Oh, dang.
You like big letters, huh?
Well, it helps.
Yeah.
yeah.
Someday
But
we'll
see
know
now,
what I mean.
there's just to let you know the people
Yeah.
at home don't see what you're seeing here.
Right.
Right. They
So
see
he-
that one.
Right. So
Okay.
you almost don't want to get caught up watching this here.
Yeah, because now you guys actually see the show prep right now.
Ah.
Watford City.
Well, they see us watching you
Right.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see now you're not carrying the show like you normally do.
Well,
No,
see,
we
we
got
got
it.
stuck
We-
there. Yeah. Well, heck. Well, Smallsy, let's touch base on you ran down South Dakota the last time you were.
Yeah.
So
I thought I was done for the year, and then
that happens.
Uncle Terry texts me. I don't know, Wednesday. We should go to South Dakota. I'm like, well, that's tomorrow. We're not going. I said I don't want to go. I got too much to do. So then he shows up Friday night to the garage, and he's like, we should really go. There's only 24 cars there. I'm like, well, text Chase, find out if we can start the show if we drive all the way down.
Yeah.
He says, yeah. I'm like, okay. Well, throw the body on. If you have the body on and once Taylor and the kids get home from supper, let's go. Well, next thing you know, we're driving 8 hours.
So Terry put the body on, and
Yeah, and
because
then
you said you drove all night, I'm like,
Yeah,
the good old
and-
days.
Then he drove all night. I rode captain in the ship, kids and Taylor in the back, and there we
Yeah.
went. And well, then come to find out, they only start 20. So now I'm like, oh, geez. Now, the worst thing, I hate B mains. I hate them.
And you had to run two of them, technically.
Yeah,
a B
yeah,
main
so he
heat
kinda-
race,
so
a
he-
B heat race, and then a B main.
Yeah, so he did it kind of cool where you did a heat race. The top two actually went to the feature, and then
Okay.
then
And
line,
third on back,
they went to another one.
a last chance.
Yep. No, it was top four, maybe. I can't
Hmm.
remember what it was. Top four out of the B. But then I had the heat one, and then in the last one, the top two went. That's what it was. But I started last. There was two of them because I think he took four more. Because the top 10 must have been in already. That's how it was.
Okay, 10
Top-
were locked
yeah,
in already
10
for Friday.
were in already.
Ah.
And then, but I started last in that heat, which I think it was only 8 laps, and that place is tiny.
No, is this the track that just got redone?
No.
No. Okay, that's the one
Interstate-
across the street.
Yep,
Okay,
across the street. Yep.
okay.
So, but high bank. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Straightaways are 4 car lengths, and then the corners are super.
Hot Wheels tracks.
So I'm
Sizzler
like,
track?
yeah, I'm not too sure how to. I've never really raced on anything like that. I mean, it's tiny. So I sent it in there pretty hard the first couple laps, and
No hot laps, right?
No, yeah, I actually made it out for 2 hot laps. I went out with the sport mods. I'm like, I'm gonna get some laps.
Ah, I drove a
So,
long ways.
Yeah. Jerry Van Sickle was the race director, so
Oh,
got to listen to him yell at people.
Got
but-
some J-Van?
Yeah.
Oh.
that's why he wasn't announcing. I expected him to be the announcer,
No, he was doing the race
but it was
director.
PJ and Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, I went out for hot laps. I don't know, it felt pretty good. Went out for that heat race, last chance deal. Passed some cars or whatever, passed the most out of anybody. It was kind of hard to pass. You had to do slide jobs, which, I don't know, I don't like doing that because I don't have the confidence. But I did it. Got the rear bumper smashed in. Somebody must not have liked the one.
Well,
I didn't care.
Yeah, if you got it in the center, that means you got in there.
Right, yeah.
And then they got into you. Uh-huh.
So I moved up a couple spots, and then I missed it, and then we did the last chance B, and I missed it by one. But Marcus got in that heat race. He was in that one. He got in there. He won that, so he ended up starting the feature. We actually left before the features. It was starting to get a little late. So, but no, it was. The other thing that got me going is I haven't raced South Dakota. I raced Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, obviously Estevan, Canada. So I've never raced South Dakota, so that was the other thing. I'm like, let's get this one off the list.
Another state on the list. Heck
So,
yeah!
But it was a good time. Then hurried up, drove back, and then Monday left for Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You know more than got home and you hopped on the plane.
Yeah, and I've never been on a plane. Oh, and then speaking of that, seeing your brother at the airport. He was getting off the plane and we were getting on it.
Right. He went.
I told Jed, I said,
the Sammy Hagar concert.
I said, I've never been on one of those. How is it? No, it was pretty easy leaving Vegas. I said, that's what I want to hear. And it was a good plane ride there. But when we left, that was a different story. But, yeah, so it's been a wild couple weeks.
Yeah, moving and grooving.
How was Vegas? First time in Vegas?
Second
time in Vegas. You drove there.
Yeah, with the Flories in 2010. And, I mean, we've seen quite a bit. Went to that New York back then and did the roller coaster thing and all that. And then this year, I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, I like it. You walk everywhere, and I needed it. But
and you felt it?
Oh, yeah. But it was pretty cool. They blew up that
Tropicana.
Yep.
And that's where I've stayed twice when I've been down there.
You're not staying there no more.
Nope. That's where the A's Stadium is going for the baseball team.
Yep.
I saw a little deal on Facebook about that there. It was all dirt now. So
Yeah, the Las Vegas A's.
Yeah. So Taylor and I, I don't even know. Was that the night on Fremont? Had to be because we put a shift in that night. But, yeah, we went from Fremont Street, got back to the hotel, and then because
you didn't walk all the way to Fremont, did you?
No, we actually got a.
I was going to say that's a long drive.
Got a ride?
Yeah, we got a ride. And then we got back, and I'm like, well, we better get down there because I was expecting, like, probably be a lot of people. So we hustled down there, and it was like 1:30 when we got there. Nobody's there. They're going to blow this thing up at 2:30. Well, then by 2:30, I mean, it was packed in there. But they had a badass fireworks show, a drone show. Then they dropped it. And like I told her, I'm like, we're never going to see anything like that again.
Yeah.
Oh, was it cool?
It was badass. It was pretty.
Was it loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I've never seen anything get dropped. So.
Oh, it was sweet. It was. And how it just all came down, just boom, perfect. Straight down.
Stacked
like
on
they
top
planned
of itself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like they knew what they were doing.
Like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Oh, good thing. It could have swayed and come towards the crowd.
But I can't remember how many drones they had. I want to say it was 2:30 in the morning Vegas. So, I mean, it was either 50 drones or 500.
They blew this thing up at 2:30 in the morning?
Well, yeah, they didn't need a crowd. But we were there.
Noon's too early?
And here's the other thing. I'm standing there, and I'm like, you go to all these other places, and you got all these people standing there with their cooler full of beer selling it. You think there was one for that event?
Nope.
No. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
So did you guys go in the new Sphere? That Sphere big bubble thing?
No, we seen it, but we didn't go in there.
Didn't go in it?
It looked close.
Did you go up in the stratosphere?
No,
all the way up to the top? Didn't do that either?
I save that for next time. Now that I can ride an airplane, I'm like...
You're like golden.
Fair rides are easy.
Yeah. I hate fair rides.
Dang. I've never been to Vegas, so I don't know.
Let's go. You
We
want to
need
go?
let's do a Dirt Weekly in Vegas.
Yeah. I got yelled by
Next month
yeah.
at the races?
Right. Oh, that's the other thing. They're doing the
They're doing
F1
yeah.
race
They're
in a
setting
month.
that up while we were there. So that was another.
Last year they had manhole cover problems. Did they shorten them all up or?
I don't.
Oh.
Well, they had a lot of stuff going. You can't use certain places already, but yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty good time. I think it should
It's
be.
just Trevor commenting. You don't have to read them, Jordan.
Probably should just be a 2-day trip. I don't know. 4 days in Vegas. That was getting to be
Yeah.
a lot.
Kind of like a trip to Disney,
If you don't have a rental car to go explore the outside areas,
Right.
like the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Well, there's way more than the Hoover Dam. There's places that we went that, you just start Googling stuff and there's fun roads to go on and like national parks within hours.
Right.
Within an hour or two.
Route 66 is around there somewhere, ain't it?
Somewhere through there.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, and then when we flew back, we flew over a forest fire. I had a window seat, so I got to see that, and then flew into the Northern Lights or whatever.
Yeah.
So seeing all that, I'm like, well, that's not bad.
That'd be a pretty good show from a airplane.
Yeah.
See the Northern Lights.
We had some pretty
World's
good
on green fire.
Yeah, the
Right.
Northern Lights have been pretty prominent over the last week or so.
So yeah, and then I guess the last time you guys had a show, I sat in my garage and I played PlayStation 2, tried to race there, and I sucked there too. So
We were confused.
Well,
you were commenting or
don't
talking.
give
to
up.
us.
that's because I was talking into my phone, trying to pay attention, and
We were completely.
Yeah, we're like, you started early.
but I was racing.
We were waiting for the rest of whatever you were starting with, and it
Yeah.
wasn't showing up. So
Well, now that
Well, I
we've
was trying to comment in between, like
heat
when
and
it
dash
was
and
when it
dash
was
and
loading, and
feature.
then I'm like, hurry up, talking to my phone. And you all know when you talk into your phone, who knows if you don't proofread it, who knows what
Yeah.
it really got?
yeah,
It maybe got the TV.
it came out the way you thought you said it, but that ain't the way it looks.
Right, so I'm just like, send it. They'll understand. Well, I don't think listening to you guys weren't understanding.
We weren't.
now,
trying.
now that I updated and fixed it, the
Oh,
rundown
so
is
here we go.
presented
What did we
by
learn here?
Sebo Motorsports,
Oh,
specializing in
yeah.
high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. Today, tonight, or probably call tomorrow morning. Get on the list. He's taking spots to get your cars redone this winter.
Mm-hmm.
Car show's coming up quick.
Yeah,
Right,
January,
right.
right?
Yeah, January.
January.
The yellow
January.
trimmed car is almost not green. That's pretty good for the middle of October. The next car is the one going in, but nonetheless, you got to start somewhere, and
We rode together. Jordan and I
Yeah.
and Brock rode to Watford City Saturday morning, and
things are pointing the right way.
Yeah, we seen one sitting outside the garage, and we're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I made reference. I said, "I'm not kidding. I'm going to Smallsy's car show.
Right.
Things are happening." So
That's good. That's good.
he can tell me February or April. It won't matter. I'm going to be ready either way.
Oh, Maggie's checking in. What's going on, Maggie?
Hey, Maggie.
You
Yeah. I never went back to rewatch our deal there. I don't know how much we teased her, but well,
we teased her quite a bit. She's still talking to us though.
yeah,
She went back and watched it. So
she's acting nice, so I'm going to say we weren't too bad.
she was using her mom
We were
voice.
doing
She was
mom
using
eyes and mom looks, and
You were
kinda
guys,
tough on her.
You guys are teasing the Flagman, but thank God he don't have Facebook. You don't have to worry about him.
oh yeah. We shot holes in him, kind of like your county signs.
Yeah.
Oh man. We unloaded a few high power rifles on him.
He looks like that brand new deer sign you put up during deer season. It gone.
The center's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
For those that
Watford
don't
City.
know, Robbie Roselli was the flag man down in Watford City for that
2
deal.
years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah. And
Well-
for those of us that have had to listen to him for 20 or 30 years in a row, it was karma hard at work.
It was prefaced at the beginning of the show on Saturday morning that this was going to be the roast Robbie Roselli
Yeah,
day.
you said that. And with that said, we didn't burn him up. We just kept him warm. So,
I couldn't believe he didn't get wiped out. He ain't scared to get right. I'm like,
He is standing on the track.
that's a car, Robbie. Get off the track.
he had his mom look 3 minutes in. I'm like, dude, we got a long day ahead of us. You got to pace yourself. Oh, dang.
Oh.
Again, he's an easy target and fun.
It was a lot of fun down there in Saturday. We can just roll right into that Watford City indoor.
Yeah.
She thinks we teased her more than him.
Yeah?
I don't know.
There was moments. She's
we-
not completely wrong here.
We got her pretty good there when she was out on the track trying to get them guys lined up. She had to come out. Robbie gave up.
She didn't. She's
She
holding her
didn't.
camera with one hand and lifting up cars with the other one.
Yeah.
I'm like, tow truck Maggie here.
And he's in the back throwing his flags on the ground.
Yeah,
He's mad.
His
I'm
sucker
like,
was gone, and then his
she's
flags.
doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
she'd run from one end to the other end.
Oh, man.
The biggest problem Robbie had is he couldn't run because he didn't wear a belt.
Oh,
Right.
oh, yeah.
Right.
Flag in
Right.
one hand and the finger and
Hold
the
it-
loop in the
holding
other.
it in
Yeah.
the other hand.
Notes for February. You got to wear a belt.
We're going to bring
The
him
rest
a
of
belt.
us do anyway.
We're bringing him a
Yeah,
belt.
let's not forget.
And we're
Write
gonna
it down on the sticky.
Did he have his green sweatshirt on this year? No.
No.
It was he in
Like
black.
a black sweatshirt.
Because
Yeah.
the year before he was green. Maybe some yellow suspenders or something. That'd be good for him.
Yeah, yeah. He probably didn't get fired, but nonetheless, he's got to get better prepared for the situations here. Oh, dang. Yeah, so Watford City had an indoor race, as promised, and
So the track was a little different, right?
a little bit longer, and I don't know that it was wider. Well, it must
It
have been.
had to be
It had to be
wider.
because our booth was up against the wall,
Yeah,
where it
so
wasn't
like,
before.
So like last year,
yeah, our booth was the same. So
yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but last year there was some room to walk on either side of our booth.
yeah,
This year you had to squeeze between the racetrack and the booth, and there was no room behind the
you
booth.
almost had to walk the wall to do the front.
To go in front of it there. So, but it had to be 30 feet longer on each end.
Yeah, significantly longer.
Significantly.
Yeah. Yeah, almost a gear change, I'd say, from 800s to 780s. Somewhere in that vicinity. Holy cow. Not to be confused with a quarter-mile racetrack, but, oh, yeah, here we go.
Well, I don't have it up.
So does
yet.
all that
okay.
that all comes out again, right? All the dirt, everything?
Does it come out or does it become a rodeo?
becomes a rodeo.
Yeah.
Oh, so they get to leave.
So,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a
becomes rodeo.
sand dirt. Doesn't have any rocks in it. It's cool that way. When it's wet, it's wet. And when it's dry, it's dancing salt.
So, I mean, just to give
so-
everybody, I gave them a look of it at home here.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
On the left side of the screen here is the wall. That's Robbie waving the flag. So he had a black sweatshirt on with blue jeans, if we're curious about what he had on.
Yeah. And we are to the left of him.
Yeah, and we are in that wood
in that
box.
wood-colored box.
That wood-colored box. Like,
When I say you have to walk the wall to get around, that's
you
what
see
I'm
how
saying.
close it is to the wall there?
You got to walk the wall to get around us. So, on that side. Yeah.
See how, like, yeah. So, and that's Darcy there talking to Robbie. This is hot laps. This is the beginning of the night or the day or whatever. It was
I could tell it was the beginning just on the way Robbie waved the flag. It looked like he was.
didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, he had it wrapped
But
up.
as the day goes on, Robbie will literally stand on that front straightaway and throw the green flag.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a rodeo clown, just not, he had a lot of trust in those bulls there, and they didn't get him, but I wouldn't continue that going forward.
That's
Now, they had practice and hot laps the night before,
Yeah.
or the day before. They put quite a few laps on it. Plenty of moisture. What they did at the end of the day, they took one of the county water trucks. Like, it's a tandem axle.
Like the big boy at Nodak.
Like the big boy at Nodak. And they made one lap around the track with that thing. Oh, my Lord, it was soaked. And I'm like,
I wish I had that. One lap?
I go, there ain't no way we're racing tomorrow. And you can see towards the bottom right behind Tucker how wet it is along the bottom. Still,
Yeah.
this is 12 hours later, 14 hours later.
I was digging it. It was looking good to me. So
For a better part of the day, we did not have to deal with any dust.
yeah.
The only
And even when it did dry, I wouldn't even say it dusted, but it got slippery to the drivers. So
somebody's putting some fingers into the camera there.
Yeah. Huh.
That's Tucker Sebo on your screen here. You'll
To go back and beat on Robbie a little bit now. Okay, now so he has flagged before. Now he thought he was going to be able to flag without a headset.
boy,
We
I
made
ch-
reference
I,
to
Well,
that.
see, I kept tuning in, like in and out, and every time you were really giving him the business. Like somebody needs to get him a headset. Like,
Well, because you could hear us talking on the receiver, but he didn't know and he's holding the flag.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
he's in charge of the rodeo and don't know what's going
the
on.
only guy that needs to hear what Darcy's saying is him, and he's the only one that don't hear what's going on. I'm like, you got to get him a headset.
yeah. So I had the
That's what I meant by that.
I had the receiver piped into the broadcast so we could hear it.
Yeah, because we want to know what they were talking
Yeah.
about. But they
And-
were talking to us. And those of you watching, not to Robbie, because Robbie thought he didn't need one. I'm like, the kid
Get him one.
he needs a headset. So, oh man,
That
Yeah.
tells you how close they like. So something to kind of watch here is Slato Pfeiffer in these hot laps couldn't get that car to turn for anything, and we're not on him right now, but
Yeah,
these are just hot laps, so couldn't get the car to turn, and then they made some significant adjustments.
not able to be there the night before for any practice. So,
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh. We're thinking.
call up the producer.
We're going to go back to this until
so-
that figures out what it wants to do.
Yeah, it looked like it was me at home. It had to catch up. So, it's taking a break. So,
Yeah.
That's
but yeah, they had hot laps, and you're referencing Slade, and Slade was terribly tight. So one thing led to another, and then
But-
we had a drivers' meeting. I was able to talk to him a little bit, and
but like
they had
this
towing.
this
the
deal.
landlord.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Bernie.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
We didn't. What now? You want to feed us supper? Nope.
Oh,
Nobody
right here in
bring-
your
Not
box.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that hard day look there. Yeah, an empty cooler, and hopefully you got some juice in that mug. So, where were we?
But the slingshots, they don't ever race on anything where it really.
Yes, great point. We were referencing that.
Most of their stuff is pretty, big to them. So.
Yeah. So, so Slayton had some snugness there, and things got better every time we got on the track there. But so we went to drivers' meeting and took in on that. I was able to talk to Aaron a little bit there, and he was looking forward. He said the neat thing about down here and just what you're talking about there is that the slingshots typically are just a wide open car at our full size racetracks because they're little and the track is gigantic to them. In this atmosphere, they were doing the letting off, the braking, and you could see it was adjustment for some of them. So
the kid, come back and discuss like, hey,
you're setting up your
can't
braking
turn.
points, and
well, are you on the gas, off the gas? You gotta.
some of them were struggling a little bit. They're like, I got to let off.
Right.
So it was neat to see them make the adjustments.
And
so.
some of them maybe should have let off a little more and didn't let off, but that was
That's the point I'm making is that they're just used to firewalling this thing, and all of a sudden it was a pedal game. So
And the one thing that I noticed big, and I brought it up, when they did get past, they would overdrive the next corner.
yeah,
Like they were going to go in, God darn it, you passed
Yeah.
me. And it's not that,
I'm gonna get you back.
right, you ain't going to get it to turn, though.
Not on the gas, you're not. You're gonna hit the wall. So there was some bumping and bruising, but
Well, this
So-
stinks. This is some
We lose some
technical
video?
difficulty here.
I had 12 slingshots. So
Yeah, decent car count, I would say.
again, it certainly fit the venue very well. So they did a 2-heat format. So you took your we'll call it the low number high game.
Yep.
Your low total was good. In other words, if you were able to win both your heats, you would have a number, an average of 2. So that would be good.
They call it something. Is it Olympic-style
God,
scoring?
dang it. We got stuck on it on Saturday too. But
yeah, we couldn't figure out what it was.
So top 4 cars out of everybody running 2 heats there was locked in, and then the rest went to a B main. I'm making reference to that because Hudson Man was able to go to the B main and win that. And, as you were referencing B mains, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, what it really offered was more seat time to me. And I thought Hudson was really coming in to his own in the B main, and he was able to get into the feature. And again, it became a pedal game to me in the slingshots that they don't always get to experience. And I thought every lap he got was good.
The track completely went away in them features.
Yeah. And I thought Hudson did a great job of adjusting. Yep. It put him on the 3rd row inside, and he was able to go on to finish second when it was all said and done.
Mr. Smooth, the next one. Eli Turnbull didn't even blink.
Yeah.
That track changed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. So, yeah.
How old is Eli?
Not sure.
He's got to be around the
10-ish.
That's what I'm thinking. He's still little in size. Yeah, because when they all take a picture together, he's little. So
I was just getting ready to kind of warn the mod guys, like, hey, you guys got about 3 years here.
We were making reference to that in 10 years. I mean, this is 6 Travis Hagens in the making.
Yeah,
here,
right.
So.
That's right.
It's coming, or Aaron, or pick your names, but.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm at the
You're gonna
sunset
get to
my
enjoy
world here
watching,
because
right.
there's going to be a whole new crew here, a whole different way of racing because it's going to start so early.
Says he's age 12.
12, huh?
So
again, his size isn't quite there yet, but it will be. But
Sladen answered for us.
Thank you, Sladen.
I would say be ready in 3 years.
Yeah.
You'll have Sladen's jumping up next year, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's sport modding it, so things are going together there. So again, slingshots were a super race. Again, we got to see everybody that raced. We've seen them race this summer, and Sladen ended up having some bad luck. They had some braking issues there. By the time it was all said and done, there it took him out of the race. But nonetheless, he was fighting fiercely there to be a part of it, and it sounded like everybody was going to return back in February and take another swing at it. So
yeah, then they raced. They had a bunch of different divisions of go-karts.
Go-kart stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think 4 or 5 divisions of go-karts.
Had the rookie stuff there.
It was
Nathan's
adult,
kids were there, so.
Here's my only complaint about the go-karts. Why are we having so many classes, and then guys or kids or drivers
are
racing in 3 of the 5?
Mm-hmm.
Can we narrow this down to 3 classes?
Right, because they did. It wasn't like a large adult, small adult, and then rookie and
I'm going to be bad at this here because the questions are great.
So
but they kind of had a horsepower spread last time we were there.
So that's what transpired. So they were trying to label
kids and adults.
The reason why it looked like it did on my race pass is because they went in and found classes that matched.
Right.
Okay, but it was like the open class at the end. What was it called? Adult heavy was the open class.
That was okay.
And adult light was the 25 or less horsepower.
Okay.
And then there was a rookie, which was the kids.
Kids, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a junior class. I don't know where that came in, but the junior class was something or another.
Yeah, wasn't the rookie though the lowest?
Rookie was the lowest.
Yeah, kind of beginner young.
Yep.
Because both Kinsley and Bryce were in that. So.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Kinsley racing. She's got the go-kart with a wing on it.
Yeah.
But she has no fairing on the front, so you can watch her legs moving around and her hands. I mean, she's completely exposed, kind of like the breezy airplane. You're out in the.
I think the only driving she's gotten is that home track or the home built racetrack that Nathan takes him to. I think she's only did it a couple times. Then they took her down there, so
you could really see that her and Bryce have been racing around together at least somewhere. Because they could find each other and kind of
just a little
latched on and stayed close to each other. So
I watched them and I was pretty impressed with Kinsley. I thought, wow.
She went honking it in there a few times and it pushed on her a little bit and she just kind of elbowed up and straightened it out and kept on cooking.
Are you reading the comments? I don't have to ask Smalls anymore, Jed, because he can read his own comments.
Yeah. No,
You changed
no.
your Oh,
On the way back, I was a
Mm-hmm.
little nervous, but on the way there, it was good.
yeah, Jedley, give us a little Sammy Hagar. He can still rock. What is? I think Sammy's 76. So, heck yeah.
Well, if he can rock at 76, you can drive a race car at 76.
Right. Well, we're working on it, 1 year at a time.
Got to get to the 67 first, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is event 60, so things are starting to
Starting to line up a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
Moving around a little bit.
overall, it was a great day Saturday. I know there's some things that they do because they're requested. Like an all-day event, they want, like we kind of got some back-end inside stuff. They were talking, I was like, because I made the comment right away, why do we have to be here all day?
Mm-hmm.
It's just natural me looking at it from a race director point of view going, holy moly, we start at 11 and we're going to be here till 6 o'clock.
Right.
We could condense this down to a 3-hour show and be in and out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
when I hear that they want this to be a day event, not they as in Brad, they as in the county,
Right.
the expo,
The powers that be.
the powers that be that are technically putting this show on, they want it to be a day event, and they want people to hang out there most of the day. They want people to be able to come and go, come in, watch some racing, leave, go do something, come back, whatever, and spend some money at the concessions.
But I wonder if you split it up to have like 2 complete shows with a break in between.
Probably could.
That's interesting. And I want to address that because sometimes we get so focused in our little world that sometimes we forget how the big world works. And you touched on some key stuff there. They wanted to move some concessions. They wanted activity there all day long, and that message was clear. So even though we started at 11, they kind of wanted the features to start at 3. So we did see an attendance change at 3 because it was kind of advertised as starting at 11, features at 3.
Was there people that came, or how was the attendance?
The attendance I wouldn't say was great.
Early on, it was drivers' families, best we could tell.
And then it filled in as the day went on.
Yeah. And again, we touched on a little bit of stuff before the show started, but so many kids are involved in so many things that we were short on some participation. And at the same time, on both sides, both in the driving and in the viewing, because there's people that wanted to be there, but they were chasing hockey or soccer or whatever the case may be.
And that's one thing, like, I've noticed. Like, I mean, now they're trying to put the racing in a winter or fall sport. Well, a lot of these kids get soccer, hockey's kicking off, and a lot of these families that are in racing are into the hockey and basketball and all that. So it's kind of figure skating, it just everything.
We had a short conversation with Brad about that there, and maybe work towards, as the future goes on, this fall show maybe needs to be more between the fall sport, winter sport, because there's a weekend in there, as we get closer to Thanksgiving. Maybe not so much the hockey people, but like Aislinn was in cross country. Karen and Aislinn went to cross country in Stanley, so she wasn't able to be there with her car. You would share to Kendra the same thing. But soccer doesn't go on forever. Right. So, there's probably maybe almost a 3-weekend area in there that could maybe be entertained in the future.
I think one of the biggest detriments you had was the weather was beautiful outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was absolutely horrible for an indoor event.
Yeah.
It was so nice outside that
I mean, it was in the low 70s.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
We reflected people doing outside work, trying to get ready for winter and fall and all that there. And
the stuff that we probably should do.
Right.
It's still on the list. We're working on it. At least we're talking about it. But right. So maybe lost a little bit of time to them too. But Brad addressed that, and of course the powers that be maybe only had this weekend available because of the rodeo schedule too. We're not sure. So
I always look at it. Super Nationals wasn't built overnight.
Yeah.
What did they say? The first Super Nationals had 30 cars.
Yeah.
Well,
it's got to be a dream, and then it's got to get going. So
I definitely think they're onto something good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a work in progress, but
anything new in the racing world is good in my eyes. Yeah. And this is new, and it should be.
Yeah, to do it in what we'll refer to as the off season, I think is exciting. I mean, we're talking about it right now, and even though it was nice out, it isn't always nice out.
No.
There's many times at this point in October we've already had a pretty good snow, so we hope it melts. But this year wasn't one of them. But there will be some, because there has been some. So,
No, it's to me it's a good deal. You got to keep it going. And
Now, the next one is Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Yeah.
February 14th, Valentine's Day is the
I
next
was, I
one.
was thinking it was like the 20.
February
20th.
14th is always Valentine's Day.
And apparently that's a Saturday.
Yep.
That's going to be stiff competition for those young people.
So if Jorn and I are not there,
Yeah.
we have taken our wives out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be there. Sorry, ladies. You know the program.
If they would just want to tag along and
Yeah.
they can go shopping in the big metropolis of Watford City,
Right.
I think we're pretty safe. There ain't much there they can spend their money on.
Well, hey, I mean, again, we were able to get together with Stephen Sladen and family.
Practice is the 14th, race is the 15th.
Oh, well, see.
I'm glad Maggie's on here. Maggie, you just need to become a
Yeah.
full-time member of the Dirt Weekly.
Apparently, we need some guidance.
Right.
I can't
We're
get
close,
these
but
videos
not
to
good,
load
so-
at all.
Oh, it must be Robbie because he's in the pictures.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You get the landlord down here. Did he not pay the?
Oh, Jenny, we
internet?
can we can travel places too. Jenny's
Yep,
there.
Yep.
No sneaking anything past the goalie. Still.
I snuck 2 past. That's how Peyton and Max came along.
Yeah. Right.
Was it a
You're
shoot,
sleeping.
score, win?
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll still we can take them out.
Mm-hmm.
That Stonehome was a pretty good place. We
Yeah.
went to eat with the Pfeiffers.
Yeah, so
Stephen's birthday.
We got caught up. Yeah. Stephen's having a little birthday celebration there, and we were able to catch a little bit of that too. So appreciate that. And
Slato was in good spirits. I think he was pretty hard on himself after what happened in the slingshot feature. I think he won both heat races. Eli took second in both heat races. So I think to Sladen. Sladen went in as, let's call it, the favorite.
Right.
Well,
And
I put her on the pole for sure.
Yeah,
So
and then what transpires is we're watching something going on at the one end, and somehow Eli gets ahead of Sladen, and we didn't even get to watch it.
yeah, we didn't we didn't catch it, and we were watching.
You missed the race.
Well, the track
that
got
you
too
were at.
big. The track got too big, seemingly. So, yeah, and they were able to restart that way there, and like I say, he had some
We can do
equipment
snake.
giving him
We can
trouble
do
too.
steak
So,
night. Jenny goes steak night at the bar. Yeah, we can do steak night at the bar.
yeah,
Yeah, that season's
Well,
coming up soon.
yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
do the Burlington, Foxhome, Ruthville,
Yeah.
back to Minot.
And
You gotta
even
go all the way to
Gotta
Bowbells
go to
now.
Bowbells. 'Cause-
Oh.
yeah. Well,
Well, just keep her on 52, huh?
Well, Steve and I got a date, and then Tina's brother now has got the bar up there. So, yeah, but that steak night's on Mondays now instead of Fridays. So, Foxhome still has them on Friday, and that's a
Friday.
good deal too. So, but we got to go catch up with Steven and the family on a Monday.
On a Monday.
Not impossible, just not Friday. Oh, dang.
But great job by everybody involved down there in Watford
Yeah.
City.
Great enthusiasm.
Yep.
Yep. And we can't blow across the legend cars. We still had them.
No,
too,
yeah,
so.
we
Right.
said. And Bob Fugman, I was trying to get him to say what he said when last time he won in Minot, because I still have the video saved. Do you know what he said in Victory Lane in Minot last time he won?
No.
I said, "Are you shocked that you won a feature race here at the Nodex Speedway?" I asked him right there, and he goes, "I think I pooped my pants."
Yeah. Well, he might have been Watford, so that got to be a pretty good battle with him and Dayton Olhauser there. Dayton put the deal together in February, and I'll tell you what, it's just if you've ever watched Bowman Gray Stadium racing, that's what you get in Watford City. So it's a small racetrack. It's going to be around the bottom, and the message is clear. Do not let the bottom be open, because if you do, the car behind you is going to be beside you, and then things get weird going into the next corner. Very unneighborly, to put it lightly. So
You're not making friends.
No, and they don't make them at Bowman Gray Stadium
Right.
either, and this is that version. So,
And if you want that guy to get off the bottom, you help him.
Right.
Yeah. The bumpers were bending back and forth nonstop. So before it was all said and done, there was a chunk of left rear fender missing on Bob, and Dayton had ended up with a right front flat. But yes, Bob was able to go on and get the win, and good on Bob. He enjoyed the win for sure, and
And he wasn't even sure if he was going to be there.
Yeah, we had talked midweek there, and the car he drives is Colin Severance's, and Colin was planning on harvesting some corn, but he deemed it to be too wet come race day, so they both showed up with cars. As of the Wednesday when we were talking about it or whatever, Colin told him, well, you just take the car and go down yourself. But they both showed up, and, of course, we gave them the warm welcome for saying they weren't coming, like we always do to people that say they aren't coming and show up.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Wasn't there some guy at the roundup? I'm not racing Sunday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
The same problem. Yeah. It's something you eat or drink. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. Don't go away with age, apparently. So. Right. Glad to see you. I'm glad.
Right.
I lost a tire doing it on the trailer.
That's a tough one. A brand new one, too.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the toughest part, because if you know me, you know how hard that was to do that.
I
only got one trip out of it, and I lost
I don't even
it.
like taking them off when they're completely bald.
No,
and
they
still hold air.
They hold air. They're tires.
Right.
That thing's really cupped. Is it got air in it? Yeah. Don't look at it. It's good. It's got stage fright. You're going to ruin it.
Yeah.
No, it was a new tire.
Right.
So, yes. So Legend Car's a little short on count, but nonetheless, the action was real.
There was several shows going on for the Legends. The Nationals were going on over in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
There was a big show in Minnesota. Something was going on in Minnesota at the same time. There was quite a few Legends that were out of the area racing, but a lot of them said, or a few of them said, that it will be bigger in February because the rest of us will come.
Yeah, and again, we touched on some kids sports. That was overlapping on some things too. Speaking of stuff in Pennsylvania, I'm gonna branch off on our local Sierra Davenport. Sierra put together a second place finish. Good on her.
In her division over there.
I've been enjoying her the way she attacks the racetrack. Anyway, she's got her own way of doing it, and good on her. I think she started 6th and worked her way up to 2nd. Sounded like she was right on the leader, going by AJ's Facebook post, and I like that.
I love watching her race. Like in mine, all the Legends like to go. She's making her own line somewhere else.
She's making
she
it
tries.
right. She's doing something different and doing it at speed. So I like that, or at competitive speed, and so
and
good
I
on
know
you, Sierra, for going off into.
I know the Madlers were up front too at one point in time. 5th. One of them finished 5th. The other one.
Yeah, I watched.
Oh, you watched it?
No, I just watched this.
Oh, okay.
Gage Madler 5th.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Jeez,
I had you guys.
We got to get Maggie up here. Let's get Maggie's chair right there.
Right.
Mike King finished top 5 as well.
There we go. Nice.
So good showing by the North Dakota.
She should do our show prep.
Yeah.
She's hired. She is hired.
It's kind of a trip, Maggie, but we got to see right next to Brandon there.
It's not here right now. It's over there, but it'll be right here.
It's in the room. So again, shout out to those that decided to travel out, and as we shared, sometimes traveling, it's a long ride home, and sometimes it's an exciting ride home, and some of our people had an exciting ride home. So, good job, guys and gals. Good race, Sierra. Got to make your car green again. Right. You know, I'm in your corner, but I'm really in your corner when it's green.
So there's I think there's 4 divisions of Legends when they go to Nationals.
Okay.
So in the Pro division, Austin Weiss was our top finisher. He finished 8th, the 471.
Okay.
And then Preston Martin, who's won quite a bit over here, finished 14th. He must have had some problems. He was the last car that finished. Finished the race. His brother Dante Martin finished 16th. And then they had...
Preston's always digging, so...
That was the Pro. So the Masters division, which I don't know what you got to do, but Michael King finished 3rd in the Masters. So I'm guessing the Masters is the highest division.
Maybe an age deal?
Might be.
Not sure. Okay.
Donovan Weiss finished 6th in the Masters. I don't see any more.
And Sierra was on what, semi-pro?
Yes, I believe Sierra was semi-pro.
Well, we have talked that some of the
Sierra's 2nd place in the semi-pro.
The top placing national finishes, a big cut of that comes right here from North Dakota. So
yeah.
So
Gage Madler had green arrows plus 13 to
Woo.
fifth.
Wow.
To fifth.
That's a good night. That's a real good night.
On the Boone stage.
Yeah.
Good job.
Noah Madler had red arrows. He went down 9.
That's still a
finish
good
15th.
night.
Yeah, you were in the big race.
Right. That's still a good night.
Yeah. Those dang red arrows.
Maggie, I just want you to understand, I know what you're upset about. They have a dumb rule. If you get caught in a crash and stop, even if it's not your fault, you go to the back.
Yeah.
That
the no-fault rule.
Here's what I'm going to tell you, Maggie.
I like that rule.
Yeah. Well,
That is the rule just about anywhere you go other than
Besides here.
besides
Yeah.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
we talked about that this spring, and I'm telling you, we're club around, and this is why right here. So
When people come up here, they don't understand how we operate like this.
Hey, the tour guys come up, and they're like, what now? You guys give a cause to the caution?
Yeah.
You have a cause rule? What is that?
Yeah.
Can you explain that
it's
to
called the judgment call.
Well,
Why would you do that?
You're right.
Because they expect it.
Maggie, I was
she hadn't heard of it
yeah,
before,
she
but
had never heard of it.
yeah.
It is all over the country, and the reason why it's in place to do it's in there for a reason. It's in there to keep the shows
going.
moving.
Well, there's for sure that, but I'm going to interject a few things. Sometimes you get accused of having favorites, so this takes that out
This
of there.
takes all the favoritism out.
At the end of the day, it means you don't need a flag man. Your race director
Kinda,
just says,
yep.
"Hey guys, the three of you were stopped,
No, it's the
and
judge.
you're
Yeah,
out." So
the judges who was stopped on the track. Okay, you 3 to the back.
861 and
I wouldn't-
99,
I
you all
wouldn't say
stopped,
that.
so you got to go to the pits.
I wouldn't say that totally because there is still
Questionable driving
yes,
to the
they-
pits.
They
Yeah.
still make judgment calls. Let's not take that away from them.
Yeah.
Questionable driving. They don't stop the race to put the guy to the back. If I spin you out and you stop on the track, you either keep going to stay in there or not. But I'm getting sent to the pits. But
Regardless if I stop or
Right.
not.
But if you stop, you still have to go tail in. You don't benefit from just sitting there to
Yeah.
stop the show and get the
Yeah.
Or
Get your spot back.
if I'm in third and you're in fourth and you loop me, I stop, you get the call, I get third back. That's unheard of somewhere else.
Right.
right.
So
Right.
there's some places that go as far as a single car spin that brings out a yellow. They go to the pits.
They're done.
Mm-hmm.
They're done. If it's a single car spin, they have to throw a yellow. Gone.
Yeah.
You don't even get a second chance.
Right.
I don't. That's extreme, but there
Right.
are some places in the country that do that.
This is the part of the show when I say different areas have their idea of fair and
Right.
square.
Yep.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's different.
Right.
And that's what I mean, because we do it. We as I said this spring, we don't even know it's done a different way, and Maggie has learned that it's done a different way. And it's not in a way that you are even remotely attracted to if you're used to the way we do things.
That's one thing. Like when I was.
That's awesome,
you
Maggie.
know,
I'm glad you
yep.
experienced that just for the sake of this conversation,
Yep.
because
And I
it's an
learned it-
eye opener.
I learned it young when I traveled all over the place. You just go into a place with an open mind because
Mm-hmm.
they do it this way, we do it this way, and you never knew where you're going to end up and how they would run a program.
Not that we ever get into politics, and we're not going to
Right.
start, but I do say this. That's why different representatives from different parts of the country bring something to the table,
Right.
because it's this kind of stuff. And then in the middle of it, you melt it down and you get something in the center somewhere, which is
Well, just
government,
think about
but
it.
nonetheless.
If you sit up here and run NODAC for all these years, never travel, never go look at anything else, in your mind, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. But are you really? Maybe this place, you go somewhere else, you might pick up a couple things they're doing right where they're like, well, how do you do it? And they're like, oh, well, I like that, Like,
So-
if you don't go out and
What year
Try-
did you get back on the board? You were 15. Did you come back in 17 or 18?
I was on there 15, 16, and then 18.
18. Well, 2018, we put this no-fault rule into place. How many nights did we make?
3, and then you let them.
Then we switched it back.
Yeah, because that was a big push to do this.
when we first went to Boone, I'm just because
We had this rule at NODAC, was what I'm
In-
trying to
in
tell you,
2018?
Maggie. For
Yeah.
2018,
Yeah, the first
3 nights.
the first one, bitch, was Jordan Hill. Oh, we're gonna be like Boone? No, we're gonna be like the rest of the country.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
it's always a
nobody
great
li-
talking
we
point.
tried.
and
We
We
tried
tried.
it.
The uproar was
when the Super Nationals, when we went IMCA in 97, we started going to Super Nationals 98, 99, we got that, and we're like, oh, that's the way. You don't have to, no flagging call. You don't have to listen to anybody saying that's your favorite. He can't ever get in trouble. We didn't make it 2 weeks. Same type of deal. Again,
Tried it.
Yeah, we tried it. It was like I've said, you won't last 2 weeks. It's all cute until it happens to you.
Right.
Then it's not cute. so
And the
our
biggest,
racing
the
around here
biggest thing is
survived as
the
it has.
racers around here, when you bring that rule up, their first mentality, the first thought, the first mental, what they go to, their first argument is, well, you want everybody to monster truck and wreck everybody going through before the yellow comes out. No. What we want you to do is what I did down in Arizona, miss the wreck to the best of your ability and keep moving.
Yeah.
Right.
But monster trucking isn't illegal either.
It's not recommended. It's actually, if you think about it, rarely down at Boone, you see people drive through wrecks down there and they maybe knock around a couple things or bounce off somebody. But at the most part, they're trying to get through it the cleanest way possible.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just going to monster truck over somebody just to get through the wreck.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to fix your own shit.
But up here, monster trucking is a black flag. Down there, you might stay in the race.
Oh, as long as you keep moving,
as
you're
long
going.
as you keep on moving. So as Adam
And
learned,
you
rubber
didn't
marks across the hood didn't mean bad. It meant he kept going down in
Well,
Florida.
those are fun discussions.
Yeah, so
We're going to keep North Dakota going the way we do it.
Yeah, we're going to hide in our own bubble.
Right.
Don't step out of paradise.
Right.
But, yeah, a good showing by everybody down there.
That is a good showing, yes. Good on our
over
legend
there.
field.
Pennsylvania's over there, not down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Looking at your placemat, it's over there to the right. So
That'd be
you're
it'd be
here,
fun
they're there.
It'd be fun to do that one year. I've talked about buying a Legend just so I could go do that Nationals thing,
Yeah.
and maybe even throw some asphalt setup underneath it and asphalt tires on it and go play down in Charlotte for a week.
We've talked
or
about it more
something.
than once.
You
I
know,
mean, like I
just to do
say,
it once in your life.
Right.
their rules are the same coast to coast too. I mean,
Yep.
you can
You
race
can go
them
anywhere.
Yep. Rules are the same, and that is attractive. So, yeah, no, good again on our legend people. They're the real deal. It don't get any faster than it gets here on a weekly night.
Right.
That's awesome. Yep. Sometimes you don't even know what you're watching. You're watching the fastest cars in the country right here in your own backyard.
We
Cool.
take it for granted in almost every class. In
Yeah.
almost
Oh,
every
big time.
division. We take it for granted.
Say every once in a while it gets challenged. You guys are sharing 18. I suppose we did it probably in 98, 99 because let's get out of this flagging
Right.
debacle, if you will. No, we want that flagging debacle is what I learned, and of course it's been learned lately too. Someday it might change, but I don't see
We
it
just
happening
repeat
soon.
ideas over and over every 20 years.
History
That's
repeats
what I always
itself.
say. Why do we have board meetings? Do we really solve anything?
The what ifs.
We usually make things worse.
Right.
Yeah, that's when I say we're meeting too often. Let's go every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Next on the old rundown is this Saturday night.
It's
Ah.
banquet season.
This
Yeah.
kicks off banquet season.
Boy,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was a long ways away. Then it wasn't.
No.
It's what 1, 2, 3 days away. Huh.
Yeah, the first
Already.
banquet we start with Nodak Speedway banquet, introduction to Hall of Fame, John Flory,
Yeah, John's going to go in.
all the
Be exciting.
awards. All the awards get handed out.
Top 10 and
Something new this year. The
Yeah.
top 10 are going to get an award. So if you're top 10 in points at Nodak, come get your award, get a picture taken, right?
Yep.
Group picture.
Group pictures will have championship.
Maggie's checking out. Have a good night, Maggie.
See you in
She made-
February.
She
Yeah.
What's that, like 2 weeks?
she didn't
It's going to feel like it.
she didn't like our talk.
Yeah. Well, I think Maggie's got a busy household.
Yep.
I think some things are going to bed.
We should probably be going to
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
8:30.
It's almost bedtime.
But yeah, we'll have silent auction, the live auction, the glove deal that has been going on. Probably
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
The glove deal. If
You should touch on that again, just what that is.
so what you're doing
it's
is
gloves are representing a,
Yep.
a bigger
a prize.
thing.
So it's a $125 pair of gloves.
Yep.
Number one. So you're auctioning on a pair of gloves, and first there's 10 prizes that go with the gloves.
Everything
roughly
is
around $400 to $500
or more.
or more
per
with
per
the grand
glove.
pair of
per
gloves.
pair of gloves.
Per
With the
pair of
grand
gloves.
prize being
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000 cash.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you got to
So-
be there to play.
You have to be there. We auction them off. So how it works is the first pair of gloves. So I'm going to buy the first pair of gloves. You get first choice of colors. You get first choice of size. Well, I think they're all the same size, but
Yeah.
you get
10
first
pairs on the table.
10
Yep.
pair. So, but being that first choice, that means you get all 10 envelopes up there.
Mm-hmm.
You choose one of the 10 envelopes with the prizes in it.
And
Grand prize being $1,000 cash.
you don't get to open it yet.
You don't get to open it. So you
Mm-hmm.
go get your pair of gloves. We write it down on a list. You know,
You got the red gloves.
you go get your gloves. You take them back. We write it down, and then we do the envelope opening afterwards in the order. Then we'll call people up. Jordan, you got first. Pick your envelope.
Okay.
Smalls, you got
Okay.
second. Pick your envelope.
Because the prices vary.
Yes.
Right.
You could get there's been stuff from Bullet Transmission in there.
Yep, there is again, and then tough trucks,
$500 voucher to Bullet Transmission or
marketplace
something.
food.
Yeah,
and
Marketplace Foods had
Yeah.
stuff in there.
pit
Well,
pass.
It sounds like stuff we
grandstand
need for
pass.
daily living,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
So that's always a good deal because usually them things auction off for right around that $400 to $500 range.
Yep.
Because that is a guaranteed value, so you are still dollar to dollar.
Right.
Yep. Plus you're getting what goes unnoticed is you're getting a $125
Right.
pair of gloves.
Yeah.
Wayne got some last year. He just returned them
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even
because he
use
doesn't
them.
race.
Well,
There's a couple pair in that back room there because Brock and Max have both bought gloves over the years,
Yeah.
and we're not going through them fast enough to use them.
That is
ah.
one thing I've noticed. I bought a pair of these probably 3 years ago. They don't wear out.
They're still going, huh?
They're not like the old ones where
The fingers would wear out right away.
Yeah.
The thread starts coming out of the fingers, and you got a finger sticking
Yeah.
out. Huh.
But-
So a quality pair of gloves on top of it.
Yep.
100%. Yeah.
They're a Velocita pair,
Yep.
right?
Rest of the pair. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we'll do the suit again, and then
They're going to auction off a $1,200 race suit.
Yep.
So whatever it auctions out that you get.
And then something new this year. Chris Anderson bought $1,000 worth of toys and got a bike and hoverboards and a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
He went to Walmart, and we're gonna have a kids section.
Oh.
So you can buy 10 tickets. You buy 10 tickets, and then you can put them in a box in front of we're gonna make them in baskets or
Like a silent auction
Yep.
type of deal.
put it in a basket, and then we'll draw the ticket out of there. And if that's your ticket, then you
That's
get
your
that.
number, you
Yep.
get it.
So $10 for 10 tickets.
Uh-huh.
And
And then-
meanwhile, all this is going on.
Good
You're
on
going to
you,
have
Chris.
silent
Thank
auction.
you.
Yep. And then Brad Johnson donated $500 to go buy some bikes, so we'll have those on
Ah.
there too. So
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sebo's
That's how it
donating.
works, guys.
Yeah, Sebo's donating
all
a
get
bunch
involved.
of stuff for the silent auction, and yeah, hopefully a lot of people to show up just to have a good time and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at the whole season.
Yeah, well, like say you're going to recognize top 10 in each class. I mean, that's
Right.
impressive, and it hasn't been done for a long time. It's usually been first and second place. So,
Right.
so
With some other awards.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
okay, nice.
Should we just put the awards up on the screen?
And just get it done with. Yeah.
Well, that's half the fun to see who gets what.
Right.
Keep a little suspense.
No, last year
Uh-huh.
we were close to the 300 mark. Hopefully, somewhere. It's nice when people show up to that stuff. You know?
With realistic. Yeah.
That gets put on for you racers and your family and supporters and sponsors.
Even if
so
you don't win anything, just
there
come
way square.
hang out, have a good
Yeah.
time. You know.
Well, that's what I was talking with Marcus Tomlinson and Isaac Sondrel and stuff and said, hey, we need to get together somewhere halfway through the winter. We used to do a February car show
I
right around
already,
Daytona 500.
I already have a plan.
You know, right around Daytona 500 used to be the February car show.
Yeah.
Everybody would get together. I go, do we need to a banquet season's now?
It's
something
too long of a stretch all the way to April.
Yeah, I've already been. Well, I actually talked to somebody about doing something. I'm like, I want to, do a Christmas party.
A midwinter. Yeah.
That's been done in the Nodak Race Club many times. Just not
Nobody's
recently.
getting no awards, nothing. Just show up, have a good time.
Just an
Kinda
event.
Kind of like when that Rockin' Horse deal after the car show. I mean,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
50, 60 people in there, and
You're not wrong. You need some islands across the winter to keep everybody paying attention. So.
like yeah, I mean, to me that Rockin' Horse deal, you had so many people that helped out in the '90s, and then the early
Yep.
2000s, and then you had
Pretty good mix.
It was, and everybody was talking and telling stories, and
I didn't have supper, and that food smells really good up there.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
So you got to talk fast.
Landlord's cooking. Uh-oh.
I don't think he delivers.
But no, you're right, Smalls. Those things, and again, somebody has to organize them, and that becomes somewhat of an issue and a pain. I get it, but yeah, nonetheless, you're right. Need to just kind of stay in touch. A lot of times, you come up with events just because of some of that.
Well, and a lot of things
Relaxed
I've
atmosphere.
noticed, like at the racetrack, everybody's so busy now. Focus on their, you
Yeah.
park by the same guy all year. You maybe talk to 2-3 trailers.
Yeah.
It's not like where everybody used to go to trailer to trailer, because everybody nowadays, it seems like you have so much prep to do to race. You don't have time to go mingle or go meet this guy, this, that.
Wanting to get the most out of your
Right.
presentation, so you.
So,
Yeah.
like, with the banquet now, it's like, here's a good event to come, talk to whoever. Maybe talk to some hobby stock guys if you're a mod guy. Say, hey, how come you don't move up or whatever? I mean,
What's new in your world?
right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good point.
that's why I'm, like, kind of thinking about, like a Christmas party or just have it and see if somebody has a big shop and do
Yeah.
get
just,
together. People want to come in for 45 minutes and, visit and go or whatever, but
Just a winter connection with racing.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. Weatherman said it's going to get cold when it does get cold. It isn't cold now, but
Right.
he says it's going to get cold when it's supposed to be cold. So,
But
be a good time for it.
That's what I think, you kind of miss a little bit in the winter. You don't have with the car show, that was nice, but then it was always rushing everybody to get their cars done. And
Yep.
we were losing race cars. We were down to a 15-car race car show, but I do think that we got to get something going in the winter to kind of get everybody amped up
And
after the first
this
of the
Watford
year.
City deal helps. This
You're right.
Watford City
Yeah.
indoor deal on
Yep.
Valentine's Day
For
helps.
sure. For sure.
Bounce around and see Cody just rode in there, so he letting Kyle and Keenan know to come down this weekend. So yes, Cody, spread that word up there.
Well, like Cody, they came down to the for the party after the
Yep.
yeah.
car show,
He had the kids swimming too, and snuck over for some, in his own words, campfire stories.
Right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Kyle, come. It's Saturday night, so wow, what is it again? Social starts at 5. Supper at 6, and awards at 7. So
Catered by
Homesteaders.
homesteaders again,
oh,
Yep.
yeah,
which is always good
it'll
food.
be a great. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a great meal, and after the kids go to bed, Cody, maybe we'll sneak over to the Rocking Horse and
Right.
catch up on those
Yeah.
those secret setups.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to give up on you.
Right.
The
Kyle's
banquet-
going good. Help me.
The banquet usually wraps up about 10:30, so then
Yeah.
that's when everybody moves over to the Rockin' Horse.
Right.
Yeah. And mine lets them be open until 2, so even if we stay until 11 or 12, there's still a chunk of the night left. Oh, shoot. So
Unfortunately, I'll be in
Oh.
Iowa.
what? Oh, I'd be there for campfire stories.
Right.
Well, I'll be up there with you on the 9th then. We might have to do it in Estevan. So
Yeah, so then the next banquet would be your guys's.
yeah, so
First.
little change in venue there. There was 3 of us on November 2nd, which is 2 weeks after this Saturday. And I was having classes with other people. We've decided to pull ours back to November 1st, Friday. So we had some legend and compact guys that needed to be elsewhere, and we get that. So we're going to be on Friday the 1st. November 2nd, then we'll be both Mandan and Botno.
Yep.
And then
There's also the other reason. He's going to be a Hall of Famer at 2 racetracks.
Right.
Yeah.
He's getting inducted on that
the,
Saturday night, the
Satur-
2nd.
Yes.
Inducted
Yes,
into the
so-
Dakota Speedway Hall of Fame.
Wow. Hoofda.
You know what I said? I said, Jordan.
Somebody's raced too much.
I was going to say Jordan hasn't even raced in Mandan.
Yeah, well, I did in the 90s when
That's
you were
what-
very young.
That's what they said. He did all the time.
yeah.
Robbie's like, that's why we had to change year. We race 5 nights, 6 nights a week.
You're right.
I said, well, I was too young.
Yeah. The 90s were awesome. So
And you raced
yes.
one of them things called a modified, I heard?
Well,
You raced
Dakota mod,
modifieds?
Wasota mod, IMCA mod. I haven't raced a sport mod, but hey, I'm only 60, so who knows what's going to happen there. But no, so now again, what an honor! Wow. So
Are you
yeah.
just going to use the same speech, change everything from
Well.
Nodak to Dakota Speedway?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had Esteban in 22, I had Nodak in 23, and I had Mandan in 24.
Yep.
Another one. Wow.
Oh, so yeah, going to be a threer.
Well, yeah.
Pretty awesome. I am honored for sure. So, but yeah, my parents and family are going to go down to that, and yeah, just life's directions or whatever.
There probably isn't anybody else that has that.
Yeah.
That has.
Three?
All three of them? Yeah, nothing comes to mind real quick. So, yeah.
Does IMCA have a Hall of Fame?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't know.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
They don't.
Not that I'm aware of. Yeah.
Should we Google it or what?
No.
Try one.
J
See what
Van, you
get.
listening?
Yeah.
Spit something out, man. Huh. So yeah, gonna zip down there on the second there and get caught up with that, and that'll be good. And then November 9th is Esteban. Always a good time, and I will be there too. So
Does Dickinson do one?
No.
No. So
okay.
And then I haven't heard nothing about Williston. Have you?
And I haven't heard Williston. I'm sure we'll have one. I have not
Right.
heard that date. If Jill's listening, if you could jump in, so.
Because then that's pretty much all of them.
No, Brian, I have not raced a legend. Well, I did one time in a trophy dash down at Ivan's track in Bismarck in the 90s when he was first getting it going. But that's my only wheeling around.
Too low to the ground.
Well, they are real race cars. I will share that just from the short experience I had with them, and I knew I wanted to be just a little bit snug going in because they come around real easy. And with that said, reflecting in Watford City, Dayton was actually backing that thing in pretty good. I'm like, yeah, and then it didn't get away from him, so he was doing a good job of driving that. But yeah, so they are real race cars. They accelerate and jump right up with the program. So, but again, Brandon's going to go find one. I'll jump in it when he finds one. So. We've located a couple, and then we don't do anything. We forget what we're doing the next day.
Brock's going to find one. He
Brock
said
is. Okay,
Brock
well, it was the
wanted-
three of us in there.
the
So.
three of us, we came up with all kinds of plans. Brock wants to race that indoor deal.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll buy a Legend just to race that one race. And I go, what are we going to do with it after that? I don't know. Somebody will have to take it to Mandan on Fridays. Isn't that what we talked about?
Yeah, and we haven't even blasted it across Max yet, and he's always paying attention to that kind of talk. So, jumping around, thank you, Karen. So, and thank you for lining up the birthday party there too. So,
Travis Hagan checking in.
There we go. Hey, yeah, Travis, your days are coming for sure too, and I appreciate that. A shout out. Mackenzie made an announcement.
Oh yeah, another Hagan coming to the world.
We got big, middle, and little. So congratulations to you, Travis, and family.
So here's what I told them. In what's going to end up happening now, they're no longer man-to-man defense. They have to go to the zone.
Right.
It's going to be a 3-on-2 zone defense now.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what that's what Tenzie's hoping for. So, and as a father of three myself, so good on you guys. So happy for that. So.
Transitioning to the zone sometimes. See, Jenny and I just stayed on the man-to-man.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't go any further. Our defensive coordinator didn't
Right,
know what
yeah.
the zone defense
Right.
was.
Yeah, you did all red and all black, and then you were done. So the rest of us kept picking the wrong colors. So, well, me anyway.
Yeah.
So, dang, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, exciting. So Banquet, 5 o'clock Saturday. You can come in and $30 at the door.
Yeah.
$30 at the door.
30,
Gets you fed.
35, yeah.
Gets you fed.
30.
You'll get a ticket number or you'll get a number. That's your silent auction.
Get your
Your bid
get your
number.
auction
Yeah,
number.
your bid number.
Mm-hmm. Hall of Fame will be there with memorabilia. Nodak will be there with souvenirs. So
championship shirts and.
So,
I asked Pfeiffer if he was going to bring the championship car and Slade and
There's room for cars in there.
Oh yeah, there's room.
Ah.
I got yeah.
Well, had we known that, we could have greased the wheels a little bit here, but
Yeah.
but it's only Wednesday and
I know.
Karen's
Well,
listening, so
I think I either snapped them or texted them,
Huh.
and I got an answer right away. I think we can do that. So I
okay.
I must have snapped him.
Well,
So he must have
see, I'm
thought
not good
that
in
was
that
safe to
snapper.
reply. Yeah, I'll do that because it probably deleted. So
Because you dreamed about him saying that.
yeah. Well,
well, I'm pretty sure I said
let's
something
not let
to
him think you you
Right.
thought that. So,
Yeah, we got. Well, I got.
Karen, are the cars coming to the banquet?
Yeah. Let's.
I'm
I mean,
asking her
it's
right now.
Yeah, it's coming soon, so we should probably know.
Well, it might have to get cleaned up a little bit, but
Oh, right here. He's
Yeah.
still on here. Oh yeah. See, it's deleted. I
Oh.
lost it already. So.
That's why Snapchat's the devil.
Well, sometimes I thought they stay.
like I say, I got to turn it off and then I forget about it because
Right.
it dings all the time. I can't pay attention to what
so
I'm doing.
when he does turn it on, he's got a whole bunch of Snapchats to go through.
Yeah. Well, there's so many they just skip. There's just kind of few there, just a few there. So then I want to see it again. You can't. You only can see it once. Well, it's twice, but you can't see it 3 times. So I'm working on it. Right. Well, that would be great having championship cars there. That's a great idea.
Well, last year we
yes.
tried it, and
We had
Satra,
Saturns.
and he was the only one that brought it. But that's why we got the big room again. So
Yeah.
let's
Yeah, the
fill
whole
it up.
point of
Let's get the cars in there.
bringing the getting the big room is
Make
to bring the
championships great
Championships
again.
don't
Show
just
'em up.
happen. So when
Right.
they do, let's get it fluffed up here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad to say my last one was a decade ago. Like, where did it go?
Only a decade?
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay. Karen,
Moving on. Oh, she got in.
Stephen mentioned it, so Sladen will take it from there. I
There we go.
wanted
That's
to word
what-
it like that, and I didn't want to load him up too much.
Right.
I was thinking the same. I'm kind of like the third parent
See,
here,
so I
I'm good
did
with
say
that, so.
something.
Yeah.
Enough for Stephen to mention it, and
Right.
that in itself is guilt.
Right.
Poor Sladen going to have to do the heavy lifting, but,
Right.
well, we knew that. So it's Wednesday. They'll be
Well-
ready on Friday.
Yeah. We're starting setup at 9 a.m., so
Oh,
Be
all
there-
day.
be there by noon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all this stuff that I came 15 minutes before you and set up here so we could have the show gets taken down on
Wait,
Saturday
wait.
morning and right down there so I can
Are we
Yeah.
going to do a couple of
we can
Early
do the Dirt
birds?
Weekly.
Yeah.
We can do the Dirt Weekly down there.
You guys can talk while I'm setting up the tables.
yeah.
And I'll have to go
Well, you'll
reset.
be a
So-
target if we're watching you.
Right. So then after when I'm done setting up the tables, then me and you will have the show watching Brandon reset up the tables.
Yeah.
But there is a plan. We're putting 2 tables together. We have to.
Yeah.
Oh, for people?
Well, yeah, because they end up putting them together anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Don't pre-plan that. Just let them put it together.
Yeah.
Get them where you want them. Make
Just-
it look good when people walk in,
Yeah, but
and
then
let them push
they move them.
Yeah.
Doing
Well,
a thing?
well, as long as it doesn't wreck anything, it should be okay.
Oh,
In my mind, you let them do that.
okay.
That's just me. But
No flagging.
do you have the right? Do you have the right tablecloths?
I
Is
think
Jamie
so.
Eklund going to be there to do
Yeah,
the centerpieces?
yeah, she already.
Yeah.
What time can I come?
Ah.
I said,
Perfect.
well, I'm going there at 9. Well, I'll go there at 8.
Again, you got a great group there with you that are making that presentation nice. I know Celeste.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
And and everybody
do you want
made
the
it
race
look nice
cars there?
last year, and it will look nice this year too. So
Well, if I tell Lon 10, he'll probably be there at 8:30. So bring him about 10.
Noonish.
See you at 6.
Noonish, 1 o'clock.
you don't
Yeah.
get light out until 8:15.
Right? Yeah.
Use this information wisely. I will. I'm going to sleep. Well, good. Oh yeah, their lawn is. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
See-
Okay. Okay.
Isn't it
Yeah.
nice? We know what's going on now.
Yeah. Well, it's safe to say that anything before noon is a little bit overcooked, but right around noon is just right. So.
What do you mean? I get up at 5:30 every morning.
You don't want to bang around race cars though at 9. You'll be setting up the tables.
Right.
I've got you up pretty early, 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years on a.
Yeah. What about this Watford? What time did you have to roll out of bed?
We did a little late, so
Yeah,
I
this was a late one. That
Hey.
first one was 4 in the morning. Ooh, that's close
So-
enough to not going to bed.
February last year, I didn't pre-set up the night before.
Oh. So
we had to do it early in the morning. So this year I took everything with me to work on Friday, and I went down there and ended my day, and I set everything up.
Oh.
So therefore, our Saturday
It was
morning,
only like a 7 deal.
it was a
that
pick 'em
ain't
up.
too bad.
Picked them up at 7 a.m.
Because I suppose the one last year, you're thinking you got there and you're like, I can't help you set up. Like, what am I doing
Well,
up
I
this
hold
early?
it in. I don't know how to plug any of it in. I'm just a lifter on the 2-wheel cart without the cart. So, but right. So, but yeah, because we talked about it. I'm like, what time are you thinking? Well, I don't know, 7. I'm like, what a relief. So, no, I was already text. I'm like, yep, ready when you are. Staring out the window like Olaf.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Brock and I pull up and we see the TV on or the computer on in the living room, and we're like, oh, he's up. And pretty soon the door opens, and Brock jumps out of the front and gets in the back. And
like, you didn't need to do that. Oh, yeah. I think he was going to sneak in some sleeping, I think. But we kept him busy.
Yeah. No, it was a good cruise. Banker Kelly's checking in.
Yeah, she says she doesn't get the notifications.
I don't know.
Like me, she probably has Snapchat turned off. You'll have to check your stuff there. Yeah. Good to see you, Banker.
It's the season to go see the banker.
Yeah,
well maybe in a.
It's the season to get your balloon payment caught up.
Yeah, you got to get caught up. Yeah.
So you're looking around. Maybe I don't need that Honda.
You got to wait until after the tax return comes and you get it really caught up, and then in about April you got to get in there again.
Bring in last year's taxes. Yeah. Well, we don't want to look at them. Well, I do. Well, that's not working on my $20,000 at all. I wouldn't be in here if I had it on there. Yeah, that's how it works. I need money. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm not even been close to late for the Watford deal. And I don't set alarms. I go to bed with the plan and snap right up.
And you can just boom.
Well, not every day, but those days.
That Vegas deal really screwed with me.
It's a
2 hours the wrong
it's
way.
2 hours, yeah.
Ooh.
See, if you wait till after time change, it's only 1 hour. Or do they change? No, maybe it always is 2 hours.
I think it is. I think
Arizona
is just
only
a 1
1
hour.
hour.
Yeah, Arizona
Because
and Esteban.
They don't change.
Yeah.
And then Esteban and we're on the same time.
Which, when we go to winter,
Yes.
I screwed that up in 19 when Eddie was helping me get that mod together. Darren and I, we were going to go up there, and Ed said, like, come up by 5:30. So I'm thinking we're still on the,
The hour spread.
Yeah. You're late. No, I'm not. We're same time now. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
we need
It's
to
a life
stay
lesson.
winter time. Put it on the ballot. Let's figure out a way to put it on there. When
Let's
we
stay on
switch,
standard time, not
let's stay
daylight
on
savings
standard time.
The track crew would love it. The lake people won't. I'm feeling we're outnumbered. Banging around on that deal. So the time's going to change. So the Esteban Banquet, we will be the same time.
Yeah, you gotta.
Because it's going to change on the 2nd.
Right.
2nd to 3rd. First Saturday of November.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right in time for hunting season.
Right in time for
Right.
going back to 8s.
5/8.
5/8. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because you're the
plow
snowplow
season.
guy.
Yeah, plow season's coming.
Yeah.
Stay
Snow Vader.
Yeah, stay out of my way.
Just everybody that
Let that be a fair warning. I heard you.
everybody that is bitching about the wind or maybe some of the wind that we've had or whatever, don't take this weather for granted.
No.
We've had snowstorms now before.
My memory, on my Facebook, we were supposed to get 3 to 5 inches this coming weekend.
What, in 21 you said?
20,
3 years ago?
21 or 2020, yeah.
Yeah.
We could have it a lot worse than some windy days, I'm telling you.
If you get your Snapchat going, you'll know when my first plow is because I always send it to the group so Jerry knows. We're plowing snow.
Oh.
He's out there prepping a racetrack somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I need to turn on but not have the ding going off all the time. Maybe just silent.
Yeah.
But then it'll show up when I look at my phone.
Right.
So I forget to look at it when it ain't, screaming at me.
Are you one of them guys that don't like the red notification balls? Like all them red?
Yeah, apparently. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you clear all your notifications?
I try.
I don't even.
I can't stand that.
When you manage about 15 Facebook pages, that one just stays lit up all the time.
What the heck is Sim? Well, I don't know.
No wonder why you don't get nothing. Your phone don't even work.
Well, it might
You're on
not.
Verizon?
I don't know. Snapchat is requesting permission to send you notifications. Don't allow or allow. I'm going to regret this. Allow.
We're making moves tonight. We're making moves.
Fear the rear
God.
making moves. Jordan.
Yeah.
He's going to start getting snapped.
No, it's going to ding all night.
Go add him to your Snapchat.
Turn off my dinger.
Yeah.
Ringer. My ringer, dinger, linger. Right. Oh, God. See, there's already trouble. It's asking me way too many questions. List.
Hopefully they're not asking about your dinger.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing.
That's what gets you in trouble when you're...
Yeah, right.
Oh.
We did that already. Oh, boy. I gotta do settings.
Well, the show's over.
some other day.
Jordan's Snapchat's working. He's done.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh,
It's
geez.
honest, and it's bad. So,
Fear the rear making moves. What do we got?
Oh, yeah. See, I can't. My square's too small, and I can't make it bigger.
Well, I can.
Yeah, I got way too many audio mixers. There, okay, yeah. So the letters are better. So we did the Banquet. We did Watford, Nodak.
Yeah,
Fear the rear.
I might be able to. I can't make it any bigger.
Yeah. Well, at least I got a better idea of what we're doing here. So
We probably don't need that one anymore. Maybe.
Oh.
yeah. Well,
Maybe.
It's just a
That's
square
kinda-
of monitors right here.
Yeah, that's kind
But
of
it's
your deal to make sure that we're
what
actually
is that
still
called in a stadium?
surround sound.
No.
The big screen. I don't know.
In a stadium? What am I?
Why can't I think of the name? With all the scoreboard, but not the scoreboard, the big thing.
The producer or what?
No, it'll come to me tomorrow. I'll text you. I'll snap you guys.
Oh, boy. But then
Yeah,
it'll
well,
disappear and we'll forget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. You can't go back and check on it like a week later. It's gone.
yeah.
You're like, I know I saw that. See, it's kind of like you and Steven deal. but-
Right. Yeah,
But Steven said something to Karen, so
There
we're,
you go.
we're nailed.
Cody's on it.
The
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron.
There you go.
Yeah. I seen, speaking of Jumbotron, I seen,
See, now we got a
Cody,
story.
I wasn't going to find that in an hour. Thinking about it.
That's why I said tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding.
I seen this thing on Facebook. It was one of the ads that came across where they sell Jumbotron chandeliers for your kitchen table.
Yeah, that's what got
Like
me
a
going on
30-inch.
this. Yeah,
It's like a 30-inch TV on each side of the, and it hangs over, and there's lights that shine down. But as you're sitting there
badass.
eating, you got the
Just what the supper table needs. Just what the supper table need. Oh.
It'll help
No.
start a conversation.
What's your family continuity? Well, we got Jumbotrons at the supper table. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have one hanging.
It looks
right
like
there.
it sounds. I'm out.
It's something you need in your garage.
Right.
You already have 5.
I know, and I spin circles.
You need a disco ball?
Yeah. Something.
Oh, no.
That's why I get nothing
no.
done.
Yeah, that is why. There's
Right.
no TVs in mine. I don't get nothing done either, but
You
at
got
least
9:10
I don't
a.m.
have that excuse. Yeah, well, that helps.
And no
Oh,
tight-fitting
Dang.
jeans.
Yeah.
Tight-fitting jeans disappeared. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
We
that
need to
is
find
gone.
out. Yeah. Baby's got her blue jeans on still once in a great while, but no tight-fitting jeans.
I think
Conway got bumped. I don't
here's
know
the
what
deal.
happened.
I think we're starting to change. They got
Yeah.
they must have to move to the next.
Yeah, the next
So the new oldies
generation or something. I'm not digging
But
it.
how do you take something like tight-fitting jeans out?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
the,
Right.
the,
Staple of our lives.
that age group is more into the nursing home.
Oh, not that bad. Not that bad. Well, they could at least replace it. He has 40 number 1 hits. I mean, he's
They gotta have some.
awesome. So they could have picked another one. I mean,
Right.
it don't always have to be tight-fitting jeans. It just should be. But he's gone. But Mel McDaniel's still on there, so I don't know.
See, we need a little Drumbotron here, so when we're talking
His-
racing,
His PR crew ain't on it. They need to dig in. So
Well,
We'll think of
hang
something.
one right here or something,
right?
huh?
So when we're doing the show, we're watching the replay.
yeah, Nathan, I racing on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Yee. Oh man, it was good to see you there this weekend. I
Yeah.
love watching your kids race. So
You should come you should come over and watch me try and watch racing on 2 TVs, and then something else, and then try and race on
and then
PlayStation 2.
and tack weld.
Yeah. and try and get something done. Wow.
Oh boy.
No, we need to bring out the old Super Nintendo and Mario Kart for him.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Just regular Mario Kart.
Super Mario Kart, just
Is that what
regular.
it is?
Yeah.
Not,
For
not,
Super Nintendo.
not racing the walls or underwater.
Nope.
Just yanking on her in the,
Yeah.
in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The full slide
Yeah.
from the flag stands or farther back.
With the hop. You got to get
Yeah,
the
with the
hop.
hop.
right.
Yeah,
You
you
got to
got
get the hop.
Yep.
That was Eli's trick this weekend. See, Aaron's a good racer. We know all that, but he's a good setup guy, too. Eli had the hops in the corners. He had so much side bite
Yeah.
when everybody else is spinning out. Eli had the hops going through the corner.
So
I'm
that's
like,
what
yeah,
so
he's
he
got
had
lots of bar in it.
Yeah.
He had Mario
Yeah.
Kart going
Good.
on.
Yeah,
You're right.
he did. He was hanging on.
He was missing the turtle shells coming out.
Yeah, he actually
Yeah.
did a little wheelie there, too. I was like, yeah, buddy. I think the rear end was yacked all the way to the left. The Panhard bar was straight up and down on it. It was good, so, yeah, good job there. So
Yeah, the show's
everybody
moving
gets
up.
to read the comments.
I went to the bank. I went
Yeah.
to the banker, not you,
Yeah.
and I got
Uh-oh.
enough for a couple more monitors here.
Ah,
We're
I
trying to
can't
figure
hear
out how to
you.
make the first payment. It's not until 30 days from now.
yeah. Yeah, like I say, if we're going by seasons, the balloon payment is lurking
Yeah.
between now and Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Actually,
I
these
need
are
a tenner. I need a refinancing. So
these are TikTok specials.
Hmm.
These monitors, bought them off TikTok.
Wow.
I didn't
can
know
you
what I
tell?
was going to get when I ordered them. I was
I
like,
was gonna.
they were $35 a piece, $35.99, and I was like, I paid $110 for that one, and it's just a
Golly.
neophyte.
Right.
This one here doesn't have a name on it.
Well, I can read it. I can see
Yeah.
it. It's doing all I can.
Watch
now.
it goes black.
But I wasn't sure what I was
Pay
getting.
more for a picture.
Well, we're back to square one.
Apparently, we need 110. So 35 ain't doing it. Oh.
Fear the rear
Fear,
making moves.
fear the rear for me. I'm going to go out on our legend guys doing well at the Nationals. It was somewhat expected because of our own hype, but they delivered. They all did well. Again, I'm always kind of pulling for Sierra, so good on her. So I'm going to go with that. That's where I'm going to go.
Everybody that took the time to come race when the weather was nice
Yeah.
down in Watford,
Yeah,
they made moves.
yeah. I knew one of you'd pick that for sure. So, but
I'm gonna go with Kinsley doing pretty good. I was pretty
Yep.
impressed with just
First
hopping in
time
there.
ever
Yeah.
on a racetrack.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go Eli. You know, at that young age, to me, any age in racing, you see somebody go out there and whip up on 2 heat races. It ain't the
Yep.
most confident booster for yourself, and then he pulls it together to win the feature.
there was
I mean-
moments there where it looked like maybe it wasn't going to come together, and he kept
Right.
a cool head. It never
Yep.
never overshot
That's-
the corner type of deal, and
To me, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, that's the staple of a good
Who's-
future for sure. So
He was so smooth. Like, I wish I could get the video to work.
yeah,
Like, call him Kid Smooth. Who's already nicknamed Kid Smooth?
yeah.
that'd have been
The smooth operator is
Yeah,
Bobby
Kid
Pierce.
Smooth would be a
Yeah.
Josh.
Josh Richards.
Yeah.
There you go.
He was Kid Rocket, wasn't he?
Or yeah, no, he was Rocket. Yeah, okay. Yeah, who was Kid Smooth? I don't know.
If there ain't nobody,
Come on, Cody.
if there ain't nobody
Give him a
nicknamed
minute.
Kid Smooth, it's now Eli.
Yeah, here
No,
it is.
somebody-
Hibden.
Hibden.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Locally.
We're going
We're
to
way
late
off.
model world, and
We're
it's
way out.
We ain't raced for 2 weeks. We don't remember anybody. Come on.
what is our
Yeah.
problem?
Holy cow.
We
well,
need-
again, you get what you pay for here, so. Oh, man.
Maybe our time has went on the show. We need to be replaced.
Well,
there is
Maggie-
no intoxication going on here either.
Maggie was making a good
Yeah.
bid for being the new producer.
Right? Yeah,
Golly.
she was on it. Well, Cody's in a close second.
I'm merely a shell of myself. I'm going down here.
Gee, I couldn't even come up with Drumbletron.
Yeah.
Kids move. He's right in Fargo. We're going way
Smooth
all over the.
operator.
Yeah.
I heard he
Yeah.
moved.
What?
He's no longer in Fargo.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
That's what we were told by the old Brockster in
Yeah.
the pickup.
Yeah.
Going where?
Back to Arizona.
Yeah, down to Arizona.
Or
Phoenix area is
guess
what I
we
was
use
told.
the term
Moved
back
there.
to, but Yeah.
El Dorado, everything moved out of Fargo because that's what we were told by
Yeah.
the old Brockster.
yeah.
Wow.
Because Brock has his car in Fargo right now getting a body put on it. I shouldn't say his car. It's still Adam's car at this point in time,
Right.
but getting a body put on it. and he was going to take it over to Hibden to have them do their thing or have Hibden do his thing because that's where Wayne got it done at.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's Colin informed him he's no longer there.
Coach says possible big things with Colin, so what are you thinking, like NASCAR? Or?
Yeah, like Phyllis, big things. I'm just thinking of McChicken from McDonald's is a big thing for me here. I mean, where are we going?
That is kind of a change. Yeah. I'm waiting for codes to give us.
Here's the deal.
Dial us into a zip code at least.
Here's the
so.
Jesse Long can be the third. We all stop talking and we read the comment.
When it starts with Jesse Long, we gotta.
So
He's been quiet. He must be actually driving or something, sleeping. Maybe sleeping.
You were looking for something earlier.
Secret.
Imagine
that.
I know.
Racing were a
secret.
Just tell us. We won't tell anyone.
Tell us something or we'll make it up.
See, Colin Hibden's only 21.
Isn't that
that
crazy?
seem
Yeah, I
real?
guess we had that discussion. That just, wow. I'm three of them.
His news, you'll see it sooner than later, though.
Oh.
Well, maybe he should just come on the show and release it.
We need to get.
We got to get some guests. We got
Colin. We need to get Johnny Carter sitting here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's the holdup? I don't have his number. So,
you want me to call Robbie?
I got him on Facebook. Yeah, right. You're like, Robbie ain't got his phone number. Don't bet against it. He probably does.
They don't know who Robbie is. Don't bet against it.
Don't bet against it. He might
when
have.
they answer the phone, hey, Robbie, you're like, what?
Yeah. Is he calling you Kanab yet or not quite? Getting close. All right.
Oh,
man.
Poor Robbie.
Yeah.
There we go. There's my fear of the rear. Robbie. He actually did some physical labor at the Nodak Speedway.
Physical labor at the Nodak Speedway.
He took out the whole.
What?
Yeah, he took out the whole fence coming out of 4. We're going to make that straight. And we've been talking about it for years.
When you say fence, you mean the inside one, outside one?
Outside
one. Okay.
That's all gone. And
we gotta have something, don't you?
it might go back in. Yeah, it will. But yeah, we've been talking. I'm just like, go do it. He did it. It's gone. Him and Kelly Brandt, and then Tom built that corner up.
Oh.
You know, the front straightaway, you have the steel wall that we take out for the fair.
Yeah.
And then it turns to concrete in turn 4.
There's actually one.
There's the one solid concrete piece. You can't change that one because it's down in the ground.
Right.
And then it starts Jersey barriers up on top of the dirt.
Yeah.
With that fence up there. Well, we 10 years ago took all them Jersey barriers out and raised them up. Well, they continuously, because there's no dirt on the backside, what they do is they settle.
And then it wraps around.
And it wraps around into
so you
turn
can't,
4.
And I'm like, this needs to go straight. So you can run the top and then come straight down the straightaway. Well, Robbie finally got it.
Knopfler jumped on it and moved him?
Oh, yeah. All by himself. He sent me, I'm the only one here. I'm like, yeah. I know the feeling, dude.
I know the show well.
But you're doing a good job. Yeah, he's got her moved. And Tom got a bunch of dirt moved in the corner bank. Now we just needed to get some dirt behind there and reset the wall.
Robbie has shared with me more than once that he's listening to KCJB. I tell him, there's hope.
Yeah. He's starting to come around.
There's hope. I said, welcome to the world.
Yeah.
You're adulting.
Right. He got most of the stuff for the banquet, too.
Nice.
He's been busy.
Yeah. Well.
And we didn't get it on video.
It took a long time to come around.
we didn't get it on video, but he used a shovel for more than to lean on down there in Watford City.
He shoveled?
We talked about that. We got to get video, and we didn't. But, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
wow.
So the flag stand or the counting stand, whatever you want to call it, the flag stand he never used.
Right, because he was on the track trying to get run over.
Was about 2 feet away from the wall. Well, there was dirt piled between the little stand thing
And the jersey barrier.
And the jersey barrier.
Yeah.
And I had my wire run through there, and
Yeah.
he moved my wire out of the way like a kind gentleman that he is.
Like
And he
like a responsible person.
Like, yeah. And he shoveled all that dirt out of there and slid that.
We're talking about the same Robbie.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
That one.
That
yeah,
one.
It's true.
So
I
the
saw it too.
roast Robbie on Saturday has continued to Wednesday.
It's
And
not
the weekend ain't looking good.
Yeah.
Because his sister will be in charge of the
Right.
bike on
Right,
Saturday.
right.
Yeah.
Chrissy's going to MC it, so
I hope she
she's
gets
good
some.
for a couple on
Yeah.
him, too. She knows the
I
game
think
well.
they were having supper tonight together or something because he's like, I'm at her house right now. I'm like, okay, good. And then you can give her the lowdown. So maybe she's just cooking for him because he don't know how to do that yet.
Well, he's working on it.
He's
I mean,
maybe that's the next
working
step.
on the mid-40s. I mean,
Right.
I'm not saying it showed up on time, but it did show up. So kind of like that lost package at UPS.
Right.
You got it next year. So, oh shoot. So,
The best thing about it, he don't have Facebook, but I'll hear about it right away in the morning.
oh yeah,
Were you
he
talking
don't
about
have
me?
it, but he knows everything about it. So
Yeah.
he must be under an alias or
Yeah.
something.
That's
Cheating on
okay.
somebody else's. Oh dang.
Upcoming
Yeah.
schedule, we've talked about it, but let's play the commercial.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, PSP Network.
holy cow, Nick! Is Nick been here?
Is that our new sponsor?
Boy.
Yeah. There we go. Oh,
Oops.
I muted
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Just in case I bumped
So,
some stuff there.
so Texas Red upcoming schedule. We
Uh-huh.
talked about the banquet already. You guys know that it's the Nodak banquet Saturday, and then we skip a week, and then we go into more banquets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll go to Underwood,
Underwood and Mandan.
Botno, Mandan, and then the ninth
Estevan.
at Estevan, and Williston will pop in there somewhere. So
Actual racing wise, I think the next big event is Vegas, right?
That,
that sounds about right.
This
I don't know the
weekend,
dates.
Ricky Thornton Jr. going for a championship.
Yep.
So,
So-
still in the hunt.
Yep.
Somebody's got to turn
He's
that
lead-
on while we're at the banquet, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be probably like this.
Hey, Smalls, who bid on that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ricky's in third.
RTJ's getting her done. So
I watched him at the rodeo last weekend. So, but yeah, I think he's leading. He had a good weekend last weekend. So,
Well, now again we're on Texas Red here, so of course we gotta touch on the garden because
Right.
some people want to know. So, and not that I really ever have much to offer, and of course the corn did not turn out well,
So-
and I'm going to
so-
blame that on me. But what I didn't expect was a bumper crop of tomatoes. I planted them from seed, really didn't pay attention to them all year long. I got a pretty good group here, so I got a couple here on display. Because in our travels to Watford, I asked, would you guys like some tomatoes? And Brock said, well, I would. So
what makes these not as red as the other ones? Do you
well,
know?
I think it's just time now. See, my garden hasn't actually froze. The plants are still green, so they haven't froze, even though the weatherman says it did. It didn't at my garden yet. So.
So are you supposed to wait till it freezes to get these off
Well,
the vine?
no, but they can set on the counter and they'll get redder.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're, yeah, I got some green ones there. So I brought some for Brock, but yeah, pretty good size. I mean,
yeah, that is.
yeah.
Almost looks like he
And-
should be a tomato.
Better not put it there. It'll cook right there.
Oh,
Feel
is
this.
it hot?
Yeah.
Oh.
hot tomato.
Well, yeah.
Hot tomato, hot
right,
tomato.
right. So, yeah, so at any rate, the corn didn't go so well, but I'm here to report the tomato crop is great. And I'm not really a tomato guy, but they're kind of fun to grow, and yeah, so we'll do tomatoes next year too, but that's what I got. So
what's the plan for the corn?
well, okay, so I'm like I say, I've been ambushed by squirrels too. Did you get?
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
squirrels.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, yeah.
This thing's gonna
They're
get
carrying
this thing's
them
gonna
over
get
the-
barbed
yeah.
wire and razor here. I'm gonna go squirrel diversion here. I might as well just put a net over this thing, keep the birds out too, because This is going to be an endless fight, but I'm going to go on record. I planted them too dang close together, so I'm going to make a jig so I got like 6 inches in all directions, and then I'm going to count them off. I'm going to do about 50 of each brand that I got, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Variety, yeah. So, because Jeff and Justin got me hooked up with enough seeds for next year too, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to kind of get them more organized and squared off.
You got a plan for next year.
And I am.
So do them seeds go bad?
Well, I don't think so. My other ones don't. I've had them for years, so.
Electric fence.
That's what Schessler says. He goes, you got to get electric on that thing. I'm like, well, I don't want to fry them, but I do want to.
What's for supper tonight, Tina?
It looks like
fried squirrel.
Why is there 50 of them? Because my corn was so good last year, they thought they were getting it again this year.
You know, and like things in racing, I mean, this is a warning shot here. Are you going to do something about it, or are you just going to wonder why it happened again next year? Probably the second. I'm going to wonder why it happened again next year. Next year ain't here yet. So, but, yeah, so, well, it's always a work in progress, so I'm working on it. But, so I got to put some skirting down low to keep the rabbits out of the bottom. I'm going to do razor wire on top, keep squirrels out. I'm probably going to get bombed by birds then, but... Yeah.
Let's just put a net over it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably that's not far from
year
reality.
3. Yeah.
I just skip to the net.
Well, I might have to have one more
race
year
car
of
tin around
frustration. Yeah, we need to race car tin the bottom. We need to skirt the bottom, keep the rabbits out.
Well, go over to Tough Trucks and grab my stock car body. Cole's trying to get rid of it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was over there today. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it might be gone.
Or yesterday. I'm sorry. I was there yesterday. What day is it? No, I was there today. It was Wednesday, yeah. Jesus. It's Thursday tomorrow. Right. Still. It's been busy. So,
Oh, low voltage.
Huh.
Warning shot, not that full-blown electric chair.
Just a tickle, as we call it?
Right.
We just go to the extremes,
Right.
Cody.
Are those flying squirrels? They are at 6 feet high. They weren't on the way up, but at 6 feet they're flying off. So. Right, yeah. Just a tickler. I like it. Oh, see? That's kind of like our winter get-togethers. See, there's solutions.
Solve the problems.
Next April, we're going to have a get-together at Jorn's, and we're going to figure out the solution. Cody's going to bring the battery.
Who's touching the fence to see if that's too much or not enough?
Yeah. We need some cage squirrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bring a little tray.
Little tray.
We'll get something cooking here.
That. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, man.
How bad?
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's too
that
much.
Bad?
So, oh, dang.
Oh,
man. So we had a little farm talk there. And I am the last person in the world that should be doing any talking, but here we are. Here we are. Again, relate to what you're paying for this. It's all free. Okay. Where were we? Well, upcoming schedules. Okay, so we did the banquet deals and stuff like that. Jumping around, I would think that that our regular track get together in the fall here. That's not too far off either.
that's got to be.
Got to be here soon. We've done it Thanksgiving weekend. It's kind of
that Sunday of that deal.
That
okay.
Sunday of that deal.
So we're still
5 our
weeks away.
NODAC schedule's pretty much done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost nobody plays with Sundays, so that's good.
We got earlier start date and big shows in August.
Like Jason Wallace going to come be flag man or what? Big show?
No, like
bigger show?
Big money.
Bigger show? There can't be one. I see. The Monty Lundy deal happening again. That's. I know they were interested in it. That's looking good. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gonna get we're pretty much agreed that we're gonna do these big shows or big money shows, but right now everybody's looking at racing for a $4,000 win show. Hobbies, mods, sport mods, and stock cars.
Hence why I bought what I did. I didn't even know you were doing that, but I bought what I did on Sunday so I can join that deal.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to let a race like that go by without me.
Yeah.
Championship will still be
a 2-month deal,
May,
June deal.
Yeah.
I still like that. We'll see what the banquet has to say if it get any naysayers, and there ain't nothing wrong with having a strong opinion. I don't mind that at all. Just tell me why, because I like that.
But yeah, I think
I like doing September shows in August, because September is not always nice.
No.
And it's full of kid sports.
Right.
so, right. Okay.
School.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got to get together, like the tracks or whatever, and just kind of start figuring some stuff
We've
out.
always the last couple of years
The
it's
Sunday
been
of
right around that
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving weekend. It's been right. I think we were in December one year. It was the
right around that. Yeah, you like say Thanksgiving's the last Saturday the last Thursday
sure,
in November.
I'm sure
so.
the Mod Tour guys are going to start putting something out. Aaron and Byron are going to start putting something out that we're going to be getting together about Mod Tour stuff.
Most of these tracks banquets are followed by elections the next day, as yours is too. So be there or be square or something like that.
Yeah, that's at the Clarion. So.
Clarion, okay.
Yep.
1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the Vikings game.
I know that's so. Why didn't we have it last weekend?
I don't know.
Should have.
So next year, look at the Vikings schedule for 2024 or 5 and figure out when you want to do it.
Right.
So when their bye week is in December.
Yeah, do it then.
I'm just listening. so.
There was talk I might be going to the Vikings game this weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game. I'm kind of mad that I'm going to miss the first.
Still might. Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll have to sit at the table and watch this and try and run a meeting.
We've done that every year. We've had that damn meeting. We've done it at 1 o'clock right in the middle of the Vikings game.
Well, we can move it to next weekend next year. That'll help.
Right.
Well, their bye weeks change every year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's real, so pay attention. Those little things aren't so little sometimes.
You'll see soon, Kettner. You'll see soon. I'm sick of borrowing. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that does get old, doesn't it?
Well, it's not available when I want it.
All right.
I can't borrow it if, you know.
Yeah.
Any hot sauce?
I don't have any hot sauce.
What do we got for hot
Basketball
sauce?
season's coming up. Velvet Aggies beat the crap out of Bishop Ryan football the other week.
They did, huh?
Yeah. Put a whooping on them. I had somebody over in Ray. I work out in Tioga, so somebody was complaining to me that Bishop Ryan went over to Ray and beat Ray Powers Lake by a healthy margin. And I said, well, if you think that's bad, if you think Bishop Ryan's, because they were complaining about the private school and the recruiting and the blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that's bad, the Velva Aggies put a whooping on Bishop Ryan. So hopefully you don't play Velva.
Hopefully you guys don't meet in Stanley and get a whooping.
Kind of like the way we make calls. You
Right.
ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Right. Uh-huh.
Kelly wants to know how my daughter's doing at school. Well, Kelly, she is doing great at Minot State University.
Little change in ideology.
A little closer to home.
Yeah, she still lives at home. She didn't even make it a full weekend down there, and she was home by Monday and started class at Minot State. She switched
Sounds like a
everything.
racing trip.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
it
hauled
sure
her
could
down
be.
there. We hauled her down there, and she turned around and chased us home.
Yeah.
A legend race. Only retired guys. The problem is nobody wants to give up their race
lend
cars.
a car, because sometimes those drivers been out long enough to not remember what they thought they did.
That's me week to week.
Well, it gets worse year to year. So, yeah. So Peyton's back. Peyton come back home. All's good, but she's an MSUer with Katie, with my daughter, and life is good. We're going forward and doing that stuff. It just
still going to be a teacher. Still has the plans of being a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Still pursuing some bowling. Her and Max. So
yeah, she's now the bowling coach. One of the bowling coaches at Minot High, or up at the bowling alley, Minot High. So she's helping young people.
Probably a program that'll get bigger in Minot here because of that.
Oh, hopefully.
So
hopefully she's been out recruiting bowlers, because Minot bowling is pretty down right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's at least the high school portion is down. They're They at one time they had 4 teams, and now they're down to 2 teams in Minot. So I know she's been doing some heavy recruiting on that, trying to get people to join high school bowling. And Jeff Craig is leaning on her quite a bit to help carry that program forward.
That particular group of kids that you're talking about there, and there's 2, they're great bowlers. So, I mean, they got a lot to offer, and something will happen there. So
there's a young kid.
Confident
There's
in
a young kid in Minot right now. I don't know how Tatum Lee is. I don't think he's 14 yet. But he is the best bowler that Minot has seen in a long time.
Really?
that's saying something because your kids are both bowled 300s.
He's better than them.
So that's a statement.
So the future is bright. There's a lot of talent, but it's just keeping everything going. So she gave up her college bowling to stay here in Minot, which is fine. I like having my daughter home. Personally, I kind of like having her home.
Yeah.
I like seeing her every day like I used to. I was,
right.
You were nervous sending her 10 hours away
Big
to
step.
college.
I mean, she's only human. There's a lot of anxiety in that. I mean, she was 3 states away, and that's or 2 states away for sure. So, yeah, she's just human, and I get it.
13.
So
Tatum's 13. Well, he's had more I don't know how many 300 games he's had, but he.
And Sladen, a little younger than me, Sladen says, "Yeah, well, that's interesting. I'm not as sharp at bowling as I need to be, but nonetheless, I understand it."
So is like he on a national level then already?
Oh yeah, he almost won his division, his age division last year down in whatever they call it.
I know you've talked about him on and off over the course of the summer, and be interesting to see how that goes too. So,
Peyton joined a women's league on Tuesday nights. I think she enjoys it. She's with Bob Fugman's sister, Jill.
okay.
They invited her on the team. I don't know if they were looking for a ringer or what, but
they got one.
they got one.
So, well, cool.
And
she'll be good.
She has been in contact with the coach down there, and if she does feel comfortable going back down, they will invite her. She is allowed to come back down, join the team, but she's got to earn her way on the team now. There's no guaranteed spot. So, so she can, if she decides next fall she wants to go down there and try again, she can go ahead and go do that. It's just, yes, her average is 211 on a league night. Yes, I get you.
That's what mine was when we did that. Right?
211?
Yeah,
Your average?
Wasn't it pretty cool? Or was it?
No, you were on the team because we
This
needed
is RTJ
handicap.
stuff.
We needed
Or
handicap.
was it just a 2 and a 1 or just a 1-1?
1 and a 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It takes you and I 2 games to get there.
Right. 2 games, 2 pitchers. I got this. Smalls, don't cross that line again.
Oh, dang.
We had some fun on our, bowling league.
A decade ago.
God dang, time flies. Time flies.
When we go as a family, the goal is 100, and it's not easy, and it's not always achieved.
Hey, I had the same goal. I had 3 games, and sometimes it only added to 100 with all 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brandon's like, can't you tell the oil? I'm like, what are you even looking at?
Oil?
Oil.
All I see is wood.
And why does my fingers keep getting stuck in the ball?
You got the wrong one, apparently.
Well,
And then some hot dog comes up, don't use any of the holes, they just coconut it, and I'm like, what is that?
That's Max.
You don't even use the holes?
Well, he uses 2, just the fingers, no thumb.
Oh, dang.
Drives me bonkers. I can't help
Yeah.
him. Because if you don't bowl, like I can help Peyton, I can't help him. Because I don't bowl like that. I don't even know how to bowl like that.
I've seen people not put their fingers in any holes.
You're right.
Go on roll strikes. I'm like, what? I missed it all. I'm trying to find the ones where my fingers don't get stuck.
Hey, Jeff, put those things up. That's just like hitting the wall coming out of 4. I need that.
Put the guardrails up.
Yeah.
I need to stay on the track.
But do you remember them bowling nights? Like Brock and I couldn't bowl at the same time because our averages were too high, so we didn't get any handicap.
Right.
That was the problem.
I know you guys are good.
Right.
Good. I know
had
that. Your kids are
it
good.
It used to be frustrating because we'd get beat by guys that bowl like 110s and 120s because they're handy.
We lost.
And we'd lose because you guys had
Don't
Brock
beat
and
those guys up.
Right.
That's how you get through a whole night
I
of
thought
bowling.
I was on a good team until he explained his handicap. So we lost? How did we lose?
Yeah, handicap.
Their handicap is 400. Our handicap is 70.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
That I understand. Your 400's right here. Yes. I'm not proud. It's just true.
It was a good
dang.
time. I wish you could do it again, but man,
God, you don't have time. Like Wednesday nights is the bowling league, so we wouldn't be
Right.
doing this on
Well,
Wednesdays.
I bet
Well,
we could
this
get
is
a table.
movable.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, now we would actually have to help you move because we have our own screen.
Yeah. We might have to bring it with us.
Oh, we'll just set this up.
Wait.
Okay, my
Hang
turn.
on.
Right.
I'm up. I'll be right back.
Right.
I bet Jeff Craig would let us set all this stuff up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Dirt Weekly
You know how
at
many
the
people
bowling
would come
alley.
over? What are you guys
Oh,
doing?
God.
You just worry about bowling.
Yeah.
We're talking about you.
We're
Wow.
solving the world's
Right.
problems
Right.
right here.
She's from the Lucky Strike, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. One of those nights. Oh boy. Yeah. So, well, Hot Sauce is getting the basketball team going. I see he's got a little
Yeah.
had a little deal up about being able to get stuff.
I better
Souvenir
see if
stuff.
I'm still friends with him on Facebook. It's that season I need to keep track of
Wow.
his basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I owe Hot Sauce. I owe him something because last year, a year ago, I thought I was supposed to wear some Velvet Aggie gear to the races this summer, but he never gave it to me.
Oh.
We had a bet.
Oh,
and this year, he didn't
you
even
snuck by without paying up?
I asked a couple times, and he said he'd find the right night, and we never got it. So maybe
Yeah.
it's something.
He needs to post his schedule, his basketball schedule when he gets it.
Yeah.
So I
well,
can,
he'll be listening tomorrow, looking at
Yeah,
the windshield,
right,
so
yeah.
we'll get some feedback then.
I think it's something maybe when Bishop Ryan plays Velva in basketball, I got to put an Aggie gear on. I'll do that for him or whatever.
Oh, that's the deal.
No, it was
Right.
at the races. I had to wear Velva Aggie colors at the races, but
Boy, you wearing Aggies at Ryan High School? That's you ready for that?
well, I'm going to get a lot of grief. I can tell you that.
I'm going to
much.
go just to watch.
What are you talking about? If PSP ain't there, we're going to broadcast it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Hey, we got to get that done. We have threatened for a whole season. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
No cussing. The rest of it I can't explain.
Is the hockey player going to come broadcast basketball with us too? You?
Mike, I know a couple things about basketball.
You probably know more than us.
You don't do that, and I don't understand how that's a foul, but I know I was called on that way back when I played.
Yeah. That's a three-pointer. When they do it from half court, it should be a four-pointer.
You're right.
And I'm sticking to it.
Right. That's a 15-minute conversation right there.
Yeah. That's what you're going to get. So.
Right.
Jenny said she'll be the camera person.
Oh, man. See?
I think we could do a basketball game. It's not that hard. It's a lot slower than hockey,
Yeah.
I think.
I just
It depends on who's listening to you. It could be the same fight.
we need to have a disclaimer on there that says
Yeah.
these are not real professional broadcasters.
But we could be.
The terminology may have nothing to do with
but
basketball.
we could be. If you listen and like us, we could be.
Like the Super Nationals, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Like this show should have been about it 45 minutes, and here we are.
Hey, Kelly's still hanging in there. She's giving us something
Yeah.
here.
take 12 free
Free
steps.
steps.
Yeah. There's no traveling these days. You can take a Euro step with an
He
extra
just went
step.
from the three-point line and didn't dribble and dunked it, and everybody's cheering, and the
No
ref's like,
kidding.
well,
Yeah.
And we're all sitting there going,
what, you don't have to dribble anymore? No, just jump twice,
Yeah.
and you're there.
jump stop, Euro
Yeah.
step, slide, shuffle, feet,
Yeah.
score.
Yeah. They only bounced it twice. Yeah. That's all they need to do. I think that's called football. They're carrying it.
How about Burke? The young
the-
Burke, he's making moves.
I was thinking
drawing
about the girls.
The girls are too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Derek's
Yeah.
Derek and Tanya's Nathan's boy's name here at the
Is it Kellen? Which one's the youngest one?
Well, I missed this. What is it?
He's he's a starting quarterback for Minot High, and he's
Really?
yeah.
Is he the one that kicked?
Yep. Yep.
last year. Now
Yep.
he's playing.
Now he's quarterback this year. He was an athlete last year. They had a beater kid, Kellen. I was right, Kellen.
Oh,
Kellen.
yeah.
They had a beater kid, Lucas Beater, I think, last year, which would be Northern Auction, Kevin and
Yeah.
Clint. Clint's grandson, Kevin's son.
Kevin's son.
Was quarterback last year. Well, Kellen took over this year, and he was an athlete last year. He was a wide receiver / running back / anything they needed him. Well, this year being
All-purpose.
quarterback, and he
And
still
he
kicks, and he does everything.
Yeah.
Huh.
Both those families
And
are just
both girls-
terrific athletes. So
Yeah, both girls are doing
Yeah,
soccer
they're,
things.
Yeah, they're at
Yeah.
U Mary.
Yep.
yeah, that's impressive.
If anybody
for
wonders
sure.
where Nathan went in racing, well, he's busy with all the kids, with
Right.
Derek's kids, Nathan's kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got great athletes.
That's some
there,
hot
so-
sauce. We don't have to call it
Yeah.
fantasy. That's some
All right.
hot sauce.
Yeah,
It's
that's the real deal there. So,
pretty
for
fun.
sure.
Pretty fun to watch all these families, kids growing up.
So
Well,
is Kellen a?
senior.
He is.
senior, okay.
He's a year older than Max, so he's a senior. Max is a
Senior.
junior.
Huh.
My Macy's a sophomore, so
Bang, bang, bang. We're almost done.
Yep. Girls wrestling. She's getting ready. So.
That starts soon too.
Yeah, they got open mats going on now, so yeah, it's got to be about 3 weeks away.
She
I'd
didn't
say.
play football this year?
She did not. She started, and it's
It's
getting rough.
Yeah.
Graduated out like a whole bunch of seniors, and she's scared the wall wasn't big enough. So, and she doesn't want to get hurt for wrestling, and the team football is physical.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
If you're a guy, and she's 5'5", and yeah, that's not 6'2". So, but yeah, she's still working out hard and stuff like that. So we're excited for that. My Katie, MSU pursuing track.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
got a
another
little
one.
bit of stuff
Yeah,
going on
Abby.
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Abby Dukeshire,
I watched-
game-winning goal
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't catch that. So, good on Abby. Yeah.
for the
Yep.
Lady Beavers.
That
Nice.
was last
Nice. MSU
last
stuff. Yeah.
weekend.
Yep.
So,
No, that's pretty cool. We don't. There probably ain't enough time, and we'll miss somebody. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see the racing
Yeah.
family,
in
the racing
other-
family,
in other sports.
excelling in other sports.
we sell competition, and yet we live it daily too. So through our kids, and our kids here are growing up, and kind of get a grip on that, and try to do better than just normal. So
Pretty soon, Smalls' kids will be roaring, tearing
yeah.
things
We'll
up.
be blinking our eyes, and they're going to be sophomores and juniors.
If
and
we're still doing the Dirt
seniors
Weekly when they're sophomores and juniors, somebody needs to.
Hopefully,
know.
we're getting paid a little bit better.
maybe double, triple.
Well, the triple of nothing is still nothing.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
actually get to eat the tomatoes he brings instead of give them away.
We'll have a hot plate here.
Yeah.
We'll be eating.
a corn and tomato feed.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
He'll have
Yeah.
his corn finally
I can't
figured
promise
out.
corn, but the tomatoes actually, and cucumbers ain't bad either. But
So does that just mean the squirrels and the rabbit? They don't
I'm
like
thinking they don't like tomatoes. I think the message is clear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I say, these ones here, they're turning red. But I picked some red ones. They were water balloons.
I still have it, or I have a different one, but I don't forget about it. Remember, I got paid
yeah.
that $100.
Oh.
I
the
still,
steak dinner sponsor.
Yeah,
it's
See?
still right here.
Cody's looking out for us. Yes,
Still there.
Yes. I'm telling Cody. I think you come down with some campfire stories. I think the four of us can go out.
Right.
So
right.
Oh, now I have to buy him too?
there'll be enough.
Right.
We're going to Shotz's,
Yeah.
so that's only
$10
about.
plates.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. $15 to get us per person.
Right.
Heck, we might be able to do it twice. We don't use up the rest on ice cream.
It might be during the same sitting if we're talking.
Yeah, I've been there that long.
Right.
Many, many nights. Oh God, it didn't kill me, but it should have.
What do you need another
Yeah.
99? Well, yeah, I've been
Yeah.
here 6 hours.
Has it been that long? Where's the window? It has. Oh,
We're
gosh.
almost to the time of year that we don't even get daylight out here.
Ah,
Right.
well, we started in the dark, and it is dark, so I don't know. I got no feel. It's just dark. So
It's in that bottom corner right there. Tells you what time it is, way down in the bottom right. But you gotta. It's pretty small down there.
9:30. Yeah, it is there though.
We've reached 2 hours. Right here in the middle is the timer. That's how we've reached 2 hours.
So this whole time we had a time limiter.
Not a limiter, just
well,
a timer.
Just the time.
When you guys asked me how far we are, or how
That's
long
how
we've
you
been going,
knew. So
and now you see that the viewers are right here, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
We have 15 viewers, so that's
Yeah,
how.
Oh, we wore them out.
Yeah, well,
How many
never,
did we have?
never really went up tonight.
Not really.
No.
Mid-20s.
I bet you everybody's waiting for tomorrow's show.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Well,
we threw
did
them
it
off.
to ourselves.
Yep.
We did it to ourselves.
Threw them off.
Threw them off.
Threw them off
Right.
again.
Right.
You know, maybe this show would take off if we just stayed on the same track as our viewers.
Like everything, it's how you look at it. I thought it was on us. It might be on them.
Right.
What were you thinking?
Right.
We're on our night.
We just, if you want to
Haven't
be
been
in
here
our,
for 10 nights,
if you
but we're on
want
our
to be
night.
if you want to be in our group text, post your phone number so you know when the show is going to be.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
Because usually we only know about, I don't know, an hour before we go on.
What about 3:30?
Yeah,
Jeff
I get a
says we
text.
need to advertise. Well, I thought
Jeff,
we
we
were.
don't even know this show's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Show prep today was building the outline for the banquet on Saturday.
Because I text Brandon, hey, should we, you want to do the outline for the band? Sure. And then at 3 o'clock, do you want to do a Dirt Weekly? Sure. Just like that. We got a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
multitasking. I was just regular tasking.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, well.
Advertise. I thought this is advertising.
He
It's
wants us to
something.
put something out that says, hey,
Should we just get a billboard?
well, like he's saying, like the day before, give us a warning
Oh,
that you're going
yeah.
to do it tomorrow.
24-hour warning, Dirt Weekly tomorrow night.
The
But
sh-
see, I don't
Jeff,
like
we're lucky to get an hour and a half warning.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That's a.
You just kind of start getting the feeling, if I don't hear nothing by 6, and I'm going to call it a no. So,
That would be our luck. We'll put a 24-hour warning out there, and we'll miss our own show because we'll have
Yeah.
something out.
well, where are you guys? We were just kidding. You wanted a 24-hour deal.
Yeah,
You could have just last for 3 years because anything can happen.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing safe at 4 o'clock yet, so
We got sidetracked.
You're not wrong. If we put something saying we're going to be 7 o'clock, if we gave a 24-hour warning, we'd never make it. Just like tonight, we went on at 7:30.
I mean, it's not that we're like
we
that, but
Yeah,
it would
2
look like
hour-
we're like that.
2 hours is better, but it's still pushing it.
Cody wants 2-hour notice. That doesn't seem, he's probably not wrong. So when we decide we're going to do this right around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Dirt Weekly tonight, but I'm not locking it in at a time. Because if we say 7,
What
yeah,
time
and it
you-
turned out to be 7:26 tonight. So yeah.
Not 7:30. We were 26 minutes late. That's it.
I think Cody's onto something. At least we can get the evening right
Right.
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we should be able to do
I mean,
that.
7 might mean 8, and it'll never mean 6, but it
and
might
I'm just
mean
gonna make
Tune in at
7:15.
your own that
Yeah.
night. Just tune in when you feel like it's going to be good.
Do what Smallsy and I are doing around 3.
Right. Yeah.
Just kind of.
Yeah.
is Brandon going to let us know
Oh, I heard a
tonight?
text.
Yep.
Tonight? Yeah, okay, we're
okay.
going to do it tonight. So, shoot.
It's because we get
Yeah,
paid
Cody,
so much to do
a
this.
soft notice.
Yeah,
Right,
so-
right.
oh.
Yeah.
Sometime between
We think we're doing it tonight.
6:30 and 11.
There you go.
We're going to have a
he
show.
put it into the words you need to use now.
Soft notice.
Soft notice.
We're
I
having a
like it.
soft notice that there's a Dirt Weekly
Things are
coming
looking.
at a soft time of maybe 6 to 8. A soft start time.
Skip the 6. We know better. 7 to 8.
We've done some 6 o'clocks.
Yeah.
I can't remember them.
Because this is
I guess
show
we have.
60.
Yeah.
Episode
yeah.
60.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably have done 1.
We're down to 11 viewers. Let's just call this a day.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody,
Thanks for
for
hanging in
tuning
there, codes.
Yeah.
Hope to see everybody this Saturday. It's your banquet. Be there. That's how it works. So, music and all.
Yeah.
Good times. Just like the show in the 70s.
Let the good times
I'm
roll.
not sure.
Well, I know you can't copyright anything, so you can't do nothing fun. No Conway.
No, you don't even have music.
Yeah, he's working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Everything's slow tonight.
Well,
Things are just weird tonight.
Huh. The heck. Yeah, so, like I say, if you can, be at the Nodak Banquet. Lots of fun stuff going on.
Yep.
Those gloves are cool. And you said 10 pairs of gloves, so it would be
Yep.
10
pairs.
$500 plus prizes. That's cool. We got $5,000 worth of
A
goodies
lot of
there.
stuff on the silent auction. A lot of kids stuff.
Yeah, something for everybody. Some silent stuff along the edges, maybe stuff that appeals to the better halves
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna get my Hall of Fame T-shirts and all that stuff there. So
We still
excited
have,
to get John in.
We
there.
still haven't loaded yet. It's still sitting there.
Oh well, like my house, you got to refresh the whole 9 yards. It just got stuck.
You got to go in that one room where that modem thing is, unplug
Yeah.
it, give it 10 seconds.
They say it's supposed to blink. It's just stuck. Kind of like an arc welder. So, yeah. Oh, boy.
We didn't get no music.
Yeah, good times didn't happen. I
It
don't know
did
where it went.
not. I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe that's why our viewership was so. We were stuttering the whole time.
Oh, maybe. Do you think we froze up and kept on going
We
and
are.
didn't know
We
it?
are screwed. We have 99 drop frames.
Serious?
Yeah, our internet has been junk tonight, so I think we should just call it a day.
Okay.
Jordan's over there
Wow.
serious, like he knows what that means,
Yeah.
but
It
Well,
happens
when
at
he
my
thinks-
house, but I blame it on me.
When he thinks
That's easy.
when he thinks drop frames,
Frame.
he's thinking picture frame.
Yeah.
well, this is an earthquake tonight.
Go sweep up the glass.
Okay,
All
well, I
right.
won't even try to play music then because it looks like it's not going to play. I don't know what's going on with
Yeah,
it.
she tried to hide it. Okay. That's all
Did
we got.
Got to do your salute.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The 12-second salute.
Yep.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, for Jorn, for Smalls, I guess that's the end of the Dirt Weekly. I'll do better next time, and things will maybe work.
Do we think we're doing this next week?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm going with
That's all I got
hey,
for you,
this is gonna
Coach.
be this is gonna be a soft soft
This
warning
is so soft you can't hear it.
plan for next Wednesday, unless we're on the bowling league.
Right.
If we sign up for the bowling league,
Okay.
If we get a call from North Hill Bowl
yeah.
Okay.
saying they want us,
Well, it's the off season, so I'm game for anything.
If we had
you
a
know
dirt,
how to bowl?
As good as you, it sounds like. Takes 2 games
This
to get
might have
100.
to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet we'd get a crowd at the bowling alley if
Oh
we
my
announced that there's
God.
it'd be that'd
Yeah.
be way
It-
more
It might have to be like our points deal. we
hot
have to-
sauce bowling league.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. That
Wednesday.
girl works in the.
Huh? I'm back and you're still
Oh,
you
oh.
missed a lot in between.
Oh. Well, see, she
We're-
put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have tomatoes. We
Yeah.
have tomatoes.
Yeah.
See this.
We did a little gardening, Maggie.
This must be kind of like the soft going away here. We ended the show and now we're going again,
Yeah.
and we're getting viewers.
Yeah, we're still going.
The corn didn't grow, but the tomatoes are pretty dang good.
He said he
so-
caught the end. We might not be over now.
Yeah.
People are reeling in. We're talking about
We're
bowling.
down
Well.
to we're over and out. I can't get the music to work. Things are falling apart. We're dropping frames. Internet's bad. I don't know what to
All
say. We don't have any motivation here.
That'd be the song.
Oh, I thought that was us.
Yeah. I thought we were doing our part, but that was the song. Going by these big screens we got to
Dropping frames. That's what I'm going to be doing at the bowling alley. Dropping frames.
Yeah.
look at. Yeah. With the gutters. With the curbs up.
Maybe we'll have to do a half game with curbs up, half game curbs down.
Yeah. What you doing? Riding the wall.
On the wall.
You ain't going to bowl like that the second half. They're
Dang.
going down.
We're working it here. We're working it. I got things jumping around. If we'd have ended this thing, I wouldn't be doing it live on air. Then nothing will load. I don't know.
Yeah. It's wadded up.
Okay.
We're still on.
We're still live. We're still we're still going.
Jeez, lucky I didn't get out of my suit. And
Wow.
What the hell? Yeah, what the hell?
I got
We're
nothing.
having. I can't even end this broadcast. That's how bad things are going right now. So
you can't even, well,
we're over. We're done.
No
See you
kill
later.
switch? All right.
just unhook the battery.
End live video. Good luck with that.